Joe.
I listened to that podcast and I was like, I'm with him.
That sounds really cool. And then Chris Humphrey's hard fouls and Kevin Garnett pushes him straight into the third, bro. Let's go. My name is Dave. This is Joe. Let's go.
This is the Boston Sports Nerds Podcast, the B.S.N Show.
Joe, you got anything you want to say before you go?
No, we have talked a lot.
We have tons of nothing left in the tank.
Let's go. Welcome back. This is the 61st episode of the Boston Sports Nerds Podcast, the B.S.N Show. My name is Dave, and I'm accompanied by my two fellow nerds here. To my right, I have the selfie-taking WECP host,
Aaron.
And to my left, I have the host of Set the Record Straight.
Joe, I'm so fucking spaghetti brained right now.
Yeah, you seem pretty rumbled up.
I was just.
You look tired. You look tired,
I am
Joe.
not feeling 100% right now.
Under the weather.
I'm nauseous, kind of. But there's like these. There's like our mic stands because you can't see us. Me and Dave have ones that just like sit on the table.
Yeah.
And Aaron has this fancy fucking arm that holds his mic.
Right.
And we're sitting here and the intro music's playing. And I'm just kind of like snapping in and out of noodle brain. And I look over and I'm like, Aaron has no fucking microphone. I'm just looking at the table. I'm like, how is he going to talk?
Where's his mic?
Dave, hold on.
Yeah,
don't start the
that's
show.
so we got to take it
Aaron
back.
can't talk.
We got to bring it back.
And then I look up and I'm like, oh, he's got that arm.
That's
Fuck,
stupid
what
fucking
is
thing.
wrong with me?
And then you look up and he's taking a selfie of himself during the intro, which is even better. Go on Snapchat, check that thing out. We're here. We just came out like 2 days ago with an episode. So
It showed up today on my feed.
It showed up today. So by the time this comes out, it'll be a quick turnaround. So that was tough. I had a Podbean technical difficulty incident, so sorry for the late delay.
I didn't.
He did not. He had it figured out. I had my Google Chrome all jammed up, but we're good to go. That one posted. This one will be out on time.
That actually
I hope.
makes me nervous about how often you actually use your Google Chrome. Because, like, if you think about when those podcasts were supposed to be released and it's been jammed up since then.
Yeah.
It's just like Dave never uses the internet.
I never use it. I never use my laptop. So then I pulled it out I was moving on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday night, I'm like, okay, let me get this thing figured out. I messaged all the guys, like, hey, I'm going to try to work on it. Worked on it, and I'm like, click, nothing. I'm like, motherfucker, it's still not happening. So then today, Monday goes by. I'm like, I still can't really get this thing to work. This is weird. Today, Joe's new episode of Set the Record Straight comes out. Perfect, fine. And I'm like, how'd you do it? Because I'm all jammed up here.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah. I was like, I'm all jammed up here. And, but we're good. We're good to go now. And just in time, because the Boston Red Sox finally signed JD Martinez.
That's everywhere. Just finally they got their man.
Yeah. The most inevitable thing.
Who cares?
Last
At this
week,
point, it's so lackluster.
For about $100 million less than what he wanted, too.
Yeah. Good for Dave Dombrowski. I think he's actually had a good offseason. For someone that's made 3 transactions, 4 transactions, I think he's done really well. Holding still on Scott Boras because there was no competition. Yeah. Arizona offered him a contract to come back, but it wasn't for as much. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, make your move.
Yeah, make your move. Like, what are you going to do? And the only thing that Boston succumbed to was the option out after 2 years. So he can get good and leave and then go, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of baseball today where there's 2-year there's like 5-year contracts with the option after 2 or 3 years.
Or he could get bad and then just
stay.
Like, fuck, I'm staying.
But at least it's not like one of those $35 million deals is being thrown around. I thought it was a good value. I liked it. And then signing Eduardo Nunez is good. They traded Bryce Pence.
Yes, they traded him for cash considerations.
They need some of that money to pay back.
I can't wait to see what the OBP for cash considerations is this year.
Yeah.
Like, you think it's
what's
high?
the slugging percentage?
Yeah.
What's
what do you
cash
think
considerations?
Cash considerations slugging percentages.
When we first started doing this podcast, there was that really funny video of the NBA trade deadline. Remember, and it was like, oh, cash considerations, and he did like a press conference.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just like
yeah.
the animated thing of money, whatever. Yeah, that's kind of like right now. The Red Sox will have a press
that's
conference
Red Sox,
for cash considerations next week.
We signed JD Martinez. Who cares? We got cash considerations.
I don't think that should be allowed.
Trade for money?
I'm fully against trading for cash considerations.
It just kind of seems weird for a team like the Red Sox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like
you got to pay Pablo Sandoval somehow. You got to get some of that.
You're
money
only
back.
clearing like he. All right, so Bryce Pence was due like $835,000 this year.
Yeah.
Not like obviously I'm not going to make that what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same but the difference in him and Pablo's making 14.8 for not playing for the Red Sox.
18.
Is it
right?
18?
Yeah, it's like 18.
Just
He's the fifth highest paid Red Sox.
We're gonna
who's
trade
not on
you
the Red
Bryce
Sox.
Pence. I just need like 2 tickets and a couple hot dogs and a beer.
Right. Yeah.
You got traded for McDonald's fries.
It's like the old times, like where fucking
Slavery. You just sell someone.
you just
sell
someone,
a person.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I wasn't going there. I meant more like how like the Yankees Red Sox trade was like, they got to do the Rockettes.
It's like the
or whatever.
old times. ...
Slavery. Name of the episode.
I don't know if we can follow. What did we just name this episode?
The other one was Josh is back cooking crack with Jackie. That was that.
And then we're gonna follow it up with
It's like old times ... slavery. Not bad.
all right.
Boston.
Ooh, yeah. Well, yeah, that kind of.
Well, Boston Sports Podcast. That's not great. That's optics, Dave. Optics.
Yeah. So no, I meant like how they traded like the Rockettes or whatever for fucking Babe Ruth back in the day, or whatever.
Or like it wasn't even the Rockettes.
It was like some like on ice performance or Broadway thing.
It was like the ability to host the Rockettes.
Yeah, right.
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah. It's like a territory thing. So yeah, Red Sox are. I'm excited, actually, in a weird way. I also just got cable and kind of roundabout cable, so I'm actually kind of pumped to watch, which seems weird. I don't know if I'm like my Super Bowl hangover is curing faster than I thought or what, but I'm just like. I'm ready. I'm ready for some baseball.
I'm ready for baseball. I'm good for like the first couple weeks of baseball.
Yeah, and then I
You take
Max
yeah,
Kellerman
then
myself right off, and then I pick it back up in like September, October.
Then you realize these games don't mean shit.
Right, yeah.
And you're just...
Yeah. That's it.
Well, they mean something in the beginning, like you said, to see like if a guy's got his head on straight. Like if Price comes out and just keeps laying eggs every fucking game, you're like, all right, we need to move on from this project.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're only paying him $31 million.
Mm-hmm. He's only the highest paid player on the team, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I heard a Diamondbacks fan call into radio
Yep.
and talk about how it was bullshit that the Red Sox got JD Martinez. They're just like paying money for people. I'm like, that's what I want as a Red Sox fan. Just fucking buy them.
Yeah, buy them. And
I hate. You know what? Looking back, I hated that whole like, our players are homegrown. The Yankees just buy their championships. Like that's how you're supposed to operate when you're a big market team. Just buy championships.
And that's why free agency exists. Going back to the NBA thing, the argument, the great NBA argument that we had. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, in a weird way, as excited as I am for the Red Sox, I just don't have much to say about them either. I'm like, they got it. They got their guy.
There's some storylines in baseball in general that, like, is the evil empire actually back? I'm interested to see how that the like Japanese Babe Ruth that signed with the fucking Angels.
Yeah, he
See
can pitch and bat.
Yeah.
See how he fucking plays.
Yeah. Oh no. There's a bunch of. You're right. Yeah. There's a bunch of baseball storylines that.
Can the Red Sox actually put together like is their pitching rotation like as good as it is on paper? Like, is it actually one of the better rotations, or is David Price still a fucking bum? And Parcello's not going to get run support. And
talk about a guy that just doesn't get it. Talking today, I don't think I owe Eckersley an apology. I was just standing up for one of my teammates. I shouldn't be sorry for that. But if he wants to talk, I'd love to talk. I have no problem. Like, dude, just
let
it go.
Didn't he just say he was like not gonna
talk about
the media as much? Or...
Yep. And that's what it was. I think it was during that interview that he was saying that. Yeah, right. Because they asked him like, "Oh, what happened last year?" Or whatever.
Dumbass.
And I'm like, you don't fucking get it.
He's just super unlikable.
He really is.
I do think the JD Martinez signing. I don't know much about JD Martinez as like a person or a player.
David Price says that he's soft-spoken and he will get booed. And he told him, don't worry about it. They boo everybody here.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know much about him because I didn't watch very many Diamondbacks games.
Shame on you.
But he does make the team more likable instantly to me.
I think he makes it more interesting.
I like the team more just because at least they're not gonna. He's gonna hit home runs.
Right.
When was the last time the Diamondbacks were semi-relevant?
2003.
Randy Johnson?
I was going to say, when Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling
Yeah.
were there.
Yep, 2003. Beat the Yankees. Luis Gonzalez.
That's what. See, that's the thing. That's
Little
why I
blooper
want the
over.
Sox to be like that, with like Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling.
Yeah.
Just like two complete dominant motherfuckers at the top.
Right.
That's how you really want the rivalry to be back with the Yankees, and they have all that hitting. You just get 2 or 3 pitchers that are just lights out.
Is Jake Arrieta the guy?
If you add him to this fucking,
I think
if he comes, I was gonna say, if he comes in,
if you add him to this rotation, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you say to yourself, listen, we owe a lot of money to everybody. The only one that we don't owe a lot of money to is like Erod there.
Right.
You say to yourself, he's young. We can kind of get something good back for him.
The thing is,
Trade him.
Real manageable for someone else.
trade him.
Right.
Do you think Erod could be a good closer?
I think Erod would be a great spot starter. Long relief guy.
Or that? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like,
I think he could serve a purpose.
I almost feel like his skill set translated into just like 1 or 2 innings would be really good.
Or
I
just-
feel like he gets in trouble when he's in there for a really long time.
A middle reliever, 1 or 2
right,
innings.
A setup guy,
Because you already have your closer, and he's not bad. Kimbrel's not bad.
disgusting. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have a good closer, especially if you can go from a righty. They bring in.
Did they ever? Is that kid still on the team who was supposed to be the setup man, who got hurt?
No.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes, he left. I know who you're talking about. Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
He's
He
already
was
gone.
really good.
Yeah, he's already gone.
Yeah.
No, he's already gone.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, he signed a long-term deal with
We
somebody.
never even got to see him pitch.
Nope.
That sucks. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I can't think of his name right
Me
now,
neither.
but
Yeah, me neither. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of it either.
fuck. Who's their setup guy?
That's their bullpens where they need help. That's why if you're going to trade any of this young talent, you're going to have to trade for a guy that you can use long-term,
Well, you could
and it's
get-
a stud.
You could get if you sign Jake Arrieta, then you move Erod into your bullpen, and that kind of shifts everyone around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They do still have that guy, Jay Groom, who's their number 1 prospect. Jay Groom or Groom.
Oh,
who's
yeah.
their left-hand pitcher.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be. He's their number 1 rated
He
prospect.
wanted like $10 million just to talk to the Red Sox after he got signed. Did you know that?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Some crazy amount of money. Like he to negotiate his contract.
Jesus. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, damn, what was that kid's name? That's going to drive me crazy.
Henry or
Oh, yeah.
started with an H. I think.
Henry Owens.
No,
Henry
that's like the young starting pitcher.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Tanner Hawk? That guy?
No, motherfucker.
Let's see if you can find him.
I just spelled Red Sox SOCKS.
You're all jumbled up, man.
Wow.
Jesus, what a day.
I almost got a Google image search of just a bunch of red
socks.
like high top socks.
Yep, not bad. Let me know if you find that guy. I know exactly who you're talking about too, and that's gonna piss me off. But Red Sox coming up. I guess I'm already tired. Already tired of
It's
them.
me. I'm just rubbing
That's
off on
Jesus.
everyone.
You got some really bad juju going on.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Boys.
Anyone watch the All-Star game or All-Star weekend other than me?
I'll be bluntly honest. No.
Okay. I just wanted, yeah.
Carson Smith.
Carson Smith, yeah.
It
Yeah.
says he's. Are you sure he's still not on the team?
Nope.
No, you're not sure? Or no, he's not on the team?
No, there's a guy that you're talking about that he's already gone.
Carson Smith is... Wow, a lot of people didn't like it, huh? Yeah, that's a guy that they shut him down last year. He pitched 1 inning and then he got all screwed up, I think. But yeah, he was a guy that was supposed to be their setup guy, Carson Smith. I know who you're talking about though too. There was another guy that did sign away from them, and they were like, motherfucker. Henry Owens is also not on their prospect list, which is weird to me. Maybe he's gone.
He's been gone.
He's been gone.
It says he's still on the Red Sox, Carson Smith. So
Yeah.
Must not be him then.
I don't know.
No, so they finally got obviously JD Martinez, but what is that? Like you said, they have good pitching. We think
Yeah.
you can still add.
what about Joe Kelly?
Joe Kelly's still there. Fucking yeah.
He could come in.
He should be a setup guy.
a reliever.
He's like a AAA stud.
He should be a reliever.
Yeah.
No, he should be a reliever. I mean, the worst part is like they let like a Yu Darvish sign with the fucking Cubs. To me, none of these like there's only like 2 or 3 pitchers on this team that I genuinely care about, and the rest of them they could fucking let go or trade away.
Well, because Yu Darvish signed with the Cubs is the reason why Arrieta's available.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Matt Barnes, Brandon Workman, Heath Hembry. Those guys are all there still.
They're
all still
arms. Yeah, they have arms. I just don't know how
they're not great.
reliable
They're definitely
gonna
not
be.
great.
Yeah. Matt Barnes was wildly inconsistent last year. He was also the guy that took off, tried to take Machado's head off, and Dustin Pedroia said, "That's not him. That's me." Or that's not me. That's them. I mean, so
He should do that again.
yeah, he should. Dustin Pedroia should be traded. I don't think
How he's still on the roster is beyond me.
They have Stephen Wright listed on this still.
Yeah, he's not. He hasn't been.
No, he's
waived
never
yet.
been let go.
He's not fucking playing. Stephen Wright.
I would like him.
He came out. He came out and made a public statement saying that it was not what people are saying it was. My wife called the cops on me. I never got physical.
Oh, that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how you missed an entire fucking season on a shoulder separation from fucking sliding into second base.
Yeah, but when you're a pitcher, a shoulder separation is kind of
But
the
here's
worst.
the thing.
Yeah, a shoulder separation makes a lot of sense when it happens, that year, not the year before.
Oh, right.
And he
Yeah,
missed
yeah.
all of last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the big issue.
Why
are pitchers still running the bases?
Yeah. I don't-
Because do you remember like 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, Clay Buchholz went in as a fucking pinch runner?
Well, that's what the thing. He was pinch running. Yeah.
He pinch run for somebody
How
else. Yeah.
stupid.
That's John Farrell for you.
No, but that was before John Farrell with Clay Buchholz.
Yeah, maybe. I thought that was Farrell's first year.
No, that wasn't
I thought that was
Farrell.
Farrell's first year.
But anyway.
But yeah, with
Where
right.
do you think? Where do you think Alex Cora hits in the lineup?
Probably second.
Somebody was saying he's leading off.
Yeah, he might hit second. I don't know. I mean, yeah. What's your nine look like?
Well, okay. Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
What's your 9 look like, Dave?
I would go if Pedroia is healthy.
He should be healthy by.
He should be leading off.
He should be healthy by May.
So let's just consider him on the lineup, right? Like this isn't necessarily opening day, but I think they're 9.
The notes I see here say Dustin Pedroia 10/25 had knee surgery, out 7 months,
Yeah.
and then it says Erod 10/18 out 6 months following knee surgery. So
Okay. Yep.
you get Erod back in April, you get Pedroia back in May,
May-ish.
hypothetically
Yeah, right.
May, maybe June.
I would go Pedroia, Bogarts, Martinez. No, Betts. I'm sorry, Betts. And then Martinez 4th.
This doesn't have JD Martinez on it. Where does he play?
He plays outfield.
Huh.
So what do I got?
Who's
I
your
have-
third?
Third would be Betts 3rd.
Yep.
Then I would go
Bear in mind,
Benintendi, Devers,
Bent.
Ben. That's fine. That'll work.
I can't spell
yeah.
Benintendi.
It's like a bunch of E's and I's in there. I'm not sure.
And then
I would go Devers. Is Vasquez their catcher, we're going to assume?
yeah.
I would go Vasquez. Oh, shit. No, put... who's the first baseman?
Moreland.
We'll say
Mitch Moreland.
Moreland or Hanley.
Well, who's your DH?
Martinez would be my DH. So behind... can you turn that towards me so I can see it? I just forgot where I was at.
Mitch Moreland.
I would go Ben, Devers, Hanley, or Moreland or Hanley there, and then Vasquez, Bradley. I'm big on Bradley 9th. I know we did this last year, but I like Bradley.
And then who's your 8th again?
Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Yeah, Vasquez 8th, Bradley 9th.
We're going with Pedroia.
With Pedroia, yeah.
All right, I'd say Pedroia leads off. Then Benintendi. Betts. Martinez. Who are we saying is first baseman? Moreland?
I'd put him as a combo. Like, so I
Moreland,
just put
Ramirez.
Moreland or Hanley, whoever's playing.
I'll put, first base after Ramirez
Or Martinez.
or Martinez.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, yeah, Ramirez after
Martinez. Yeah.
with Ramirez and Moreland. Then, Devers. I feel like he has more pop.
He does, yeah.
Bogarts. What is Bogarts at 7? Right?
Yep.
Who do I not have?
Catcher and Bradley. Vasquez and Bradley.
Vasquez and Bradley. Oh, Bradley at 9.
So if you have me setting my lineup, we're going with Pedroia in the lineup.
Yeah. It's like, ninth, fuck him. Just
I might.
Was he leading off last year?
Bradley was.
Pedroia?
I thought.
Bradley did some. Bradley got more at bats at the 9th spot than any other spot last year, but he did lead off for a while. Betts also led off for a while.
Did
But that might have
Pedroia
been
lead
after
off, though?
that might have been after Pedroia got hurt. I'm not sure. I think with Pedroia back, you put Betts in that 3-4 spot, and that helps Bogarts a lot. If Bogarts is your 2, or whoever your 2 is, whoever it's Bogarts or Benintendi or whoever.
All right, so I'm going to go Bradley 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Pedroia 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Bogarts 3rd.
I like it. So you're packing the 4, 5, 6 area.
Martinez is 4th. And then I would go... It's tough. Once I get past that, that's tough for my mind. I'd go Betts.
Yeah.
Who was 3rd for you?
Bogarts.
I'll do Benintendi 6th. 7th will be Devers.
Yes, you're going real packed 3 through 7 there. I don't hate that.
Fuck no. I'm gonna switch my Devers to Moreland, because I think Moreland will get the start at first base.
We just did a combination, so.
Yeah, whatever. I just think, if it's Hanley, he likes being higher in the lineup. He'll bitch and complain if he has to bat fucking 7th.
I don't know if he will. I think he's bought in.
No, I don't think he's fucking bought in for shit.
Just because you hate him doesn't mean
I
that
just
he's
think
flying.
he sucks. He's overpaid.
Who
And
isn't
then
in baseball?
Benintendi can be your fucking 9th hitter.
I thought you had him already.
Oh yeah, I did 6th. And then Vasquez.
Vasquez, yeah.
I think Vasquez could be better than that.
Oh yeah.
I think he could be a number 6 hitter somewhere down the line.
Yeah. I like Vasquez too. He's just got to get healthy and stay healthy.
I just know Pedroia likes the 2 spot.
Yeah.
And he's fucking old. Make him comfortable if you're going to have to deal with him.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense.
You know who's the guy they need to go out and get?
Who's that?
Fucking Carlos Gonzalez.
It's true. It's
I'm
true.
going to fucking hammer that home.
Just fucking punch that one all the way in. I like it.
He's got 3 gold gloves. He's got a fucking batting title.
Yeah.
Granted, that was 2010. It was
Right.
fucking 8 years ago.
Yeah, but
I
that's
get it.
That's basically when Dustin Pedroia was relevant.
Hey,
So.
hit better. Hit better than Pedroia last year. I just think if you're...
Preaching to the choir, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're going to have to give up an outfielder and you're going to hypothetically give up an outfielder, it's either, in my mind, if you're going to give up an outfielder, it's got to be either Bradley or Benintendi. They're both left-handers. If you're going to let them go, trade them to somebody to get relief pitching or a starter if you want a good starter. Trade them and then sign Carlos Gonzalez. He can be your left fielder. He's left-handed. Solves that left-handed bat missing. And he's a power hitter.
There's a thing here, too, that we're not really approaching they're so deep right now because you could give Benintendi a night off and have Martinez play in left. Have Hanley DH, have Moreland play first. Betts can have a night off. You can move Martinez to center because he plays all three outfield positions. Move him to center. Same thing. Keep Hanley at DH, whatever. You know what I mean? Right field, same thing. Then around the infield.
Devers right-handed or?
I think he's right-handed, I believe, but I could be wrong about that.
Or is he
You
switch?
also have
Eduardo Nunez.
And
Brock Holt. So
I forgot about Devin Marrero, too.
Devin Marrero, yeah, and Marco Hernandez is back he should be back from his injury. Who's the backup second baseman? Now behind Eduardo Nunez, but he was the guy that was the utility infielder to start the year last year, and got hurt. Who I like a lot. I like Marco Hernandez a lot as a young scrappy fella.
The projected opening day starting lineup I saw post JD Martinez was because Pedroia won't be there. Was Mookie leading off, Benintendi second, Bogarts third, JD Martinez 4. This says Hanley Ramirez 5. Rafael Devers 6, Christian Vasquez 7, Jackie Bradley Jr. 8, and Eduardo Nunez 9.
I like that.
So just to recap, Dave, you have a righty, lefty, lefty or righty, depending on who's first baseman. Righty, lefty. Joe, righty, lefty, righty or lefty, depending on who's starting at first base. Righty, lefty.
I did not realize I even went righty, lefty at the start.
That's good. I was gonna say, I might put Benintendi in the second spot there. That would make sense too.
And then I went lefty, righty, lefty, righty.
Yeah.
I like doing that. Like when I used to play the video game, I would purposely make trades for so every position, like when I would do my lineup, I'd be like, I can do every other spot is a right-handed bat, or left-handed, just make it every
Alternate
other.
them.
Yeah, so that way you there's no, I can bring a right-handed specialist and finish out the inning. No, you're going to run into a lefty on the next batter. He's literally coming in for one guy.
I so let the computer set those lineups in baseball games.
No.
Did you?
Yeah, it's just I don't.
You know what I used to do?
I can't stand setting lineups in baseball games.
On every lineup, whoever had the best average from first to worst got.
That's how they.
That's
batted.
how you ordered.
That's how I ordered my thing. Yeah.
Well, home run numbers didn't account.
Well,
for...
the home run leader always batted cleanup, but that was it.
What if he also had the best average?
That's tough. No, I would always leave the home run leader on my team as fourth, and then start with everyone else. That was it. So if I had a guy batting 350, he was leading off. You know what I mean? And then whoever was betting 349 was second. And I'm like, these guys get on base.
Well, you got a guy hitting 350 and a guy hitting 349. Your team's doing pretty well.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I used to be pretty good at that game. I almost might buy a PS4 just to get the show because I hate that Xbox doesn't have a baseball game.
I pretty much did buy a PS4 just to get the show.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I have a PS4. I've not played it a single time.
Other than the show?
Since...
The show?
May of last year.
Yeah.
Because I only play the show on it.
Yeah, I might do that. You can get a refurbished PS4 for cheap.
It's not that expensive.
Yeah, right. Yeah, might do that.
I have
ones.
PS4.
Especially the older ones.
Yeah, right. Just get the
original model of them.
Yep.
Instead of the new fancy one.
500 gigs will do just fine.
Yeah,
I don't need anything.
I'm only gonna put the latest version of the show on it.
One game, that's it. That's all I need. Yeah, that's how I feel. So this was the longest baseball conversation we've ever
had.
had. We struggled through it. There was moments of awkward silence and not really sure what to do.
Because they haven't done shit. They signed one guy that we've been waiting, 3 weeks for?
I think it's also just like,
Who cares?
you got to see it.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I mean? Like,
what we're looking at right now is just a snapshot of like the dog days of fucking
yeah.
summer.
We did it
because
last
there's
year.
no fucking basketball on. It's All-Star break.
I know.
There's no football on.
I know.
What's his name
over.
look good in the All-Star game?
Kerry?
Yeah.
He did look good. Some of the moves he pulled out, the fake behind the back.
That thing was cool. It didn't
child.
trick anyone. But
No, yeah, didn't. Yeah, who was it? Giannis fucking tapped it away from him.
yeah,
no
he was
problem.
right there.
But yeah, that was a cool move. It was a real cool move. The NBA All-Star game weekend was awesome. I really liked. Real quick, I enjoyed
Fergie's
it.
national
No, I did
anthem?
not.
You're a big fan.
I did not enjoy that, but. 80% of the vote that I posted this week, which was, I read an article saying that the NBA All-Star weekend, or no, I'm sorry, that the slam dunk contest is bad again. And the guy didn't like it. So I put, did you watch it? Did you like it? Not did you watch it, just anyone that watched it, did you like it? 80% of people said no. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was actually really good. But I'm also like a Saturday night freak. Like, that's my favorite sporting event of the year. I like that more than the Super Bowl if the Patriots aren't in it. I'll watch the Saturday night so much. Like,
See, I like the 3-point shooting contest
Yeah.
and the skills competition. I don't like the dunk contest anymore.
I think they ruined
When you have a guy win the dunk competition without dunking, you can't. It's not a dunk
Oh,
competition.
we're
anymore.
back on this.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I actually agree with you on that. But
It's in the intro. I got to hear it every week.
yeah. But I think the dunk contest really took a dive when they stopped letting the big name people fucking participate in it.
Not that some was like LeBron chooses not to.
Yeah, he won't do it.
He
It's just
he
amazing.
refuses
It's
to.
amazing to me.
That's what
that
I
they
would
don't
say.
do it.
I'd flat out say, listen, we don't need to do it anymore. LeBron doesn't want to do it. He's our best fucking player. If you're not going to do it, asshole, we shouldn't be fucking doing this.
No, but
Why
that's-
are we
that's
doing the All-Star
ridiculous.
weekend? Just do the All-Star game then, if that's what you're going to fucking do.
I mean, I like
because
the
there's
dunk
better
contest is-
dunkers than LeBron James.
No,
LeBron
but
James
he's
isn't the best
but
dunker
What,
in the
what is?
NBA.
Yeah, but here's what do we always say about LeBron James? He's an athletic freak, and he's the most athletically gifted basketball player most people have ever seen in their life.
yeah.
So why isn't he doing the dunk? That's what I'm saying.
Because he's not the best dunker in the NBA.
But
I don't
he-
even think he'd
but
put
he-
on a good dunk contest.
But we'll never know.
Right, and also, LeBron James has absolutely nothing to gain from doing the dunk contest. I don't blame him.
Giannis should be in it.
Giannis should be in it, but a guy like that has nothing to gain.
You say that, but Michael Jordan has made his whole
Way
shoe
before he was the
career.
man. Way before he was the
But
man.
whole shoe career.
LeBron already has one.
I understand that
He has
because,
nothing to gain.
because of Michael. That's why
Right,
he
right,
has
right,
that
right.
shoe
Didn't
deal.
Michael
But-
participate in multiple dunk contests?
Yes.
He did. Yeah, he won 3 times. Actually, he
I'm sorry,
he won-
like,
That's the
when you
other
have-
thing.
matter.
That's the
It
other
doesn't-
thing.
I understand.
That's
Michael Jordan was the best
no.
dunker in basketball.
I'm
That's why
not,
it was
but I'm
great.
also not saying that you're wrong, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for the best player in the game to say, I don't fucking need to do this shit.
Nothing to
That's
gain
the
from
other
that.
thing, though, is a lot of times these guys do the dunk contest one time and they stop doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I like the,
Oh yeah, the repeat. Well, the
Coming
winner.
back.
The winner always comes back.
like Zach LaVine did it.
Yeah, he was hurt. Zach LaVine was hurt this year. That's
yeah,
why.
he would
That's
have
why he
been
did.
great to fucking
Yeah.
have again.
Um,
But I like the kid
so-
Donovan Mitchell.
he put on a show.
Yeah,
dude.
he was good.
He put on a show.
Who's the
I
one
don't
that
think-
he dunked like his dad?
Larry
Larry
Nance
Nance.
Jr. Yeah, that was awesome. That
Donovan
was awesome.
Mitchell, the one who did the Vince Carter dunk.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
Yeah,
sure?
yeah.
He put on the Vince Carter jersey and then dunked like him.
Was that Donovan Mitchell?
I have no clue. I stopped watching.
He's the one that dunked over the Hart family.
That's not. It shouldn't even be like.
I know.
impressive.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's like 2 millimeters tall.
I think that was Donovan Mitchell. Who did he face in the finals? It was Donovan Mitchell and
No clue.
I can't remember. But to get back to that, LeBron James has nothing to gain, and that's a wild thing for me to think.
I hate that argument though. Why does it matter? It's just for fun. It's the dunk contest.
Yeah,
Just go.
And it is. And yeah, sure, you can
It
put on a
shouldn't
show,
have to
but
be-
he's not. But he's not the best. He's not
It
even a
sh-
great dunker.
I kind of agree with you on that, but
Right.
it's just like
I would rather
It
watch
shouldn't-
Donovan Mitchell than LeBron James.
I hate the argument that like he has nothing to gain. Why does everything have to be about what you have to gain and what?
'Cause he's
you-
LeBron James.
It's just like just go
Wait,
out there
here's
and
the
have
thing.
fun.
What?
Well, no, I get
It's
it.
a fucking
but
dunk
that's Sunday.
contest.
That's
But here's-
Sunday.
And
That's Sunday night.
it's like
Here's the
an
thing.
honor to be a part of the dunk contest.
Yeah, but Saturday now it's kind of moved into
Now
this
it's
thing
not.
where
Now it's like you have to. If you're a young player who's good at dunking, now
Right.
you're in the dunk contest.
I think,
but
that's
it used
kind
to
of the
be
thing,
like
set
honor.
up. I think it's like a setup now where it's like you let the young guys rock. You have Sunday night. They put on a dunk contest, fucking for 48 minutes. You know what I mean? And the All-Star game.
I would have loved to see Giannis in it.
It would be cool. Sure, I get it. But again, like I think Jaylen Brown's a better dunker than LeBron James.
Was Jaylen Brown in the dunk
No, he
contest?
wasn't.
Oh.
But
I was like, I think I missed that.
Yeah, right. No, but I would rather watch that than LeBron. I mean, like everyone says, "Oh, LeBron's gonna do his best player in the NBA." Like Kobe did.
5 years
Kobe
ago.
did it when he was younger, when he
5
was
years
a
ago.
better dunker.
Yeah.
Let's not
You know what I
act
mean?
like LeBron. All right, I said I kind of agree with you with it, but
Yeah.
LeBron is a good dunker.
He can dunk
He
the
has,
basketball well.
He has that
Yeah,
dunk that he does.
right.
But
But
the,
that's
like
it.
LeBron dunk.
Right.
So if
Yeah,
he
the
wanted to
fucking-
if he wanted to get creative,
Yeah.
he
does them in
he's
practice
one of
and
the most
stuff.
athletic fucking guys in the NBA.
Right. No, I
he
get
can
it.
figure out some dunks and be known as a dunker.
Does he seem like a showman to you though?
I don't think it's too
No,
late.
here's
now.
the thing.
It's too late now.
He's one of the most unlikable people,
Right.
Because he doesn't have any. Like that's what I think.
Yeah, but not to the NBA, he's not.
Yeah, but it does to me. Like when you watch him, he's to me, like you watch an interview with like hypothetically Kyrie or any of them.
Yeah.
They seem more personable than he does.
Right.
He seems so fucking out
Yeah,
of touch with what reality is. And I get that he's LeBron James. He's allowed to fucking be with that. Like I get it. He's on a whole nother level.
Well, yeah,
but it just makes him seem less personable.
Oh, he's definitely less personable and less likable for sure.
And that's what I think. Like, if he did this stuff, I think it would make him more like he's the guy that shows up to the dunk
I agree with
competition,
that. I do agree
stands
with
on
that.
the sideline, and goes ah,
Yeah,
and
right,
acts
right,
like a crazy idiot.
Right.
That doesn't make you more personable. It just means you're too fucking lazy to get out there and do it, man.
I don't know though. I think like
If I could fucking dunk, I would do it. I don't care if I'd be good at it or not.
Right.
I would do it.
I think
though.
it's too late. I think
It's definitely too late,
LeBron needed
yeah.
to do it when he was like 24.
He might have competed once. I don't even
I don't-
remember
I don't
if he's
think
ever
he has.
had.
I don't
Never
think-
done.
I don't think
He's
he's ever
never
done
been
it.
in the dunk contest.
That's even worse.
Like, but let's not forget that some of the dunk contests before, like back in the day, was guys like Spud Webb,
If you could have a dream dunk
And-
contest, current NBA,
current NBA.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I have 3 of my 4.
Dunk contest, current NBA. I'm trying to think. I would probably go Jaylen Brown, Giannis.
They can be hurt too.
They can be hurt. Yeah. Whew. LeBron wouldn't be in it. He wouldn't be in my.
I don't think he'd be in
he'd
mine.
definitely
Michael
be.
only won it twice.
I won it twice. He
Back
competed-
to back, 87, 88.
And that second time, when he beat Dominique, he should have lost that fucking thing because he did the same dunk 3 times in a row.
Yep.
The free throw dunk. He did it 3 times as 3 different dunks, which is fucking so stupid. Man, that's a tough one.
Kobe won it in 97.
97, yeah. He was a young gun at the time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he was-
but you,
I'd probably
Nate
do-
Robinson, 2006. 2007, Jared Green.
Mm-hmm.
2008, 2009, Nate Robinson. 2010, Nate Robinson. 2011, Blake Griffin. He jumped over a fucking car.
right.
He at least touched the fucking rim. All right?
Yeah, but his dunks,
He's lackluster,
throws
too.
it
He just throws it down
He throws it
hard.
down. He throws it down.
I would do.
That's a tough one. I gotta think about that. Zach LaVine would be back.
I think that's what I was saying. I think I would bring back Zach LaVine, Giannis, Russell Westbrook.
He dunks hard. He dunks real hard. I don't know about his.
Andrew
See-
Wiggins, maybe.
Yeah, Wiggins, I like.
You could do it. Yeah.
You know what I always like to do, and this is the thing that I used to do all the time. I would do like shooting competitions or whatever in the video games and stuff. I would always like just pick a position.
Yeah.
And pick like my favorite in those positions.
Yeah.
I would also like to pick players that were like, lack of a better word, like out of their like bad, like the home run derby. Mm-hmm. I would always in video games. I would always pick like.
Pitchers.
Second baseman, or
right, yeah,
or
yeah.
like positions that are traditionally in this, other than like Cano, second basemen are not power hitters.
Right. Yeah.
So you'd pick like the third baseman, a second baseman, and shit like that.
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, just pick guys like that. But like, I would like to see them go. All right, this year we're just gonna do shooting guards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you kind of just force guys that are not. I don't say like you'd force guys that don't dunk, but take guys that are like a Steph Curry. I'm sure he can dunk.
Yeah,
he's just probably not great
No,
at
he's
it.
not good. Yeah, he can barely dunk.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, take those guys and be like, go out there and fucking do something.
nuts,
Like,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
it's not going to be as much of a show.
I would rather just find the most athletic motherfuckers who they can jump.
Just want to see
They
Shaq
can jump so high.
come out of retirement.
They can jump so high that dunking is easy to them. So while you're up in the air, come up with something crazy.
Shaq.
That's why
I thought the contest was good.
That's why I like Russell Westbrook,
I didn't
because
see it
he's
there,
just super athletic. I
honest.
like Giannis because he's just super athletic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Embiid maybe.
Embiid would probably be good.
Because he's supposed to be an athletic big man.
Simmons?
Yeah,
Or,
maybe. I haven't
fucking-
seen him throw it down, so I don't know.
Anthony Davis. Why isn't he doing it?
He's not like it's just kind of he's not.
Big guys.
There's like a different-
centers.
there's
Power forwards
two-
that do dunk contests looks awful.
There's two kinds of dunkers in the NBA. There's like flashy ones, like the guys who can do like windmills and shit like that.
And
then there's the dudes that like just dunk on people.
Right, like Blake Griffin.
Like really hard, like
Yeah.
those guys, the guys who just like dunk on
Sean
people
Kemp.
really hard.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't translate well to the dunk contest.
Kemp was good though.
Kemp was good.
Kemp was good.
But
And
like,
Dominique Wilkins.
like
he was
Anthony
good too.
Davis is like a I'm gonna dunk over you person.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I get
was
it.
thinking like Kristaps Porzingis, but Kristaps Porzingis is like
He's
a,
on you.
I'm gonna dunk over you. He's not like a, I'm gonna do a between the legs like before.
Although
Well, you never know, he
Jaylen
could.
Brown did put Porzingis in a body bag before he tore his ACL.
It doesn't count.
Yammed on him.
Pre
Yammed on
ACL.
him.
Pre
But
ACL.
that actually makes it more important.
Nope.
No, I thought it was good.
the unicorn.
Donovan Mitchell did his thing. A lot of people were jazzed after the Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine one from, was that last year? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That one did bring a lot of energy back. But
Aaron Gordon's a good dunker too, actually.
Aaron Gordon's a really good dunker.
especially for a power forward.
Yeah. He's a Blake Griffin type.
Yeah, he's
You know
kind
what
of
I mean?
undersized for a power forward.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine should be. I mean, he's probably the best dunker in the NBA right now until Zion Williamson makes it to the NBA.
That's true. That is true. Who won the 3-point shootout? Does anyone remember? They broke the record. Devin Booker.
Devin
right?
Booker.
Devin Booker.
That's
That guy's
another guy who could be in the dunk contest.
Yeah. Devin Booker's filthy.
What if you just did? Here's an idea, NBA. Combine the skills challenge,
Yeah.
the 3-point shooting contest, and the dunk contest into one thing, and pick like 10 athletes,
Yeah.
10 NBA players,
Yeah.
and have them compete in all three, and then just determine the best one.
So it'd be
So
like
instead of having just like the 3-point shooting guys shoot,
Yeah.
and just the dunkers dunk, and
Right.
just the skills players
Yeah.
do that, have them do all three, and then
There's
find out.
15 guys, 5 guys each.
And
go
then
for
you could
each
do.
event,
Then
but
you
they'd
could
run the whole
do
thing.
all young players
Yep.
and find out who the best young
Right.
NBA player is.
Yeah, best rookie.
See, the reason I meant to make this point earlier, the reason why I don't want LeBron James and fucking Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins and Giannis Antetokounmpo to do the dunk contest is because it just owns the weekend. Like, it's an opportunity to get the guys like Donovan
I think
Mitchell.
it's called the Rising Stars Dunk Contest.
I don't know about that. It may. They used to have the Rising Stars game.
Yeah, they used to have the Rising Stars. It was the
I
rookies
think the dunk
versus
contest
the
was considered
second.
a Rising Stars thing
It
too.
might be. That's. I'm not sure.
Like the 3-point contest was always the one that like veterans could enter.
Yeah.
And then the dunk contest, a while back, it seems they kind of skewed it towards, freshman, sophomore.
Vince
type.
Carter was real young when he did it.
Yeah.
And Kobe Bryant was real young when he did it.
I see. I
you
think
know what I mean?
that's what
Like,
Vince should come out of.
But
just be like,
Vince Young
I'm doing
also
it this
did it
year.
when he was like a bona fide superstar.
Yeah, he
Vince
already.
Carter.
But like his second time
Yeah.
was like his third year in the NBA. But he was that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he already.
I feel like
proved he
the
was gonna
guys
be
that they
dude.
have in the dunk contest, none of them are that guy yet.
Right.
Donovan
right,
Mitchell
right.
is pretty close, though. He's
gonna be
probably
a
going to
really
win
good
Rookie of the Year.
What's really funny is we were talking about him last week
Yeah.
when we left here. Like, oh, he's probably going to be the Rookie of the Year. He's going to be.
He's been unbelievable.
And the only reason why I think Donovan Mitchell got in was because Zach LaVine was hurt.
Yeah.
So and then he comes in and wins it anyway. But Donovan Mitchell did his thing that week. And I did like Larry Nance. Oh, he was going against Larry Nance Jr. in the finals.
All right.
And Larry Nance Jr. was not the one that did the Vince Carter one, so it had to be Donovan Mitchell. Larry Nance did the double tap off the backboard.
That's cool though.
That was pretty interesting. It looked worse. Like, it wasn't impressive to watch happen, but like when you think about it, you're like, "Fuck, that's hard." Like,
And then
because
dunked it.
he bounced off the backboard,
Yeah,
ran up, jumped, caught it, bounced it again, and then dunked it.
it's
He
new.
did double off the glass. Yeah.
And wait till people do double off the glass, like windmill.
Between the legs.
Between the legs,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, he opened up. It was a tough one though.
Wait till
because by the
Zion
time-
Williamson jumps and then literally goes above the rim with his whole body, then turns
Yeah.
his whole body down and dives through.
That would be good. That'd be a good one. There was someone that did. They brought another backboard out, like another hoop,
Yeah,
and it was like probably about like 10 feet behind the hoop.
yeah.
And he ran from the sideline and threw it off that backboard, caught it, and windmilled it into the
Double tap.
Add the double tap,
Yep.
and then the Larry Nance Senior. Fucking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Not bad. Do that. The Larry Nance dunk was smooth too. He did a good job with that, especially like,
His dad went further than he did, though. If you look at the pictures, like how far he brought it back,
went for the back. Yeah,
his father brought it further back.
There's did you guys-
Also, the junior's further away.
Yeah,
He's got
Yeah.
reach to him.
Did
Like,
you
that
ever?
was- he was real
you ever?
far.
Was it one of the old NBA 2K games where you could actually play in the dunk contest?
Yeah,
It had,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole controls.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
And it was like Guitar Hero. You had to like up, down, to, like do like a series.
Did
of
you
things.
ever play that and you could literally like kick the ball up with your feet?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like do
some
like
little-
a front handspring and then catch the ball,
Yeah.
go through your legs and jam it.
Do you remember when Michael Finley tried to do the cartwheel?
No,
He fucking bounced it real hard, did a cartwheel that was awful, got up and dunked
tried
it.
to dunk it, or
Yeah.
did he? Dunk it?
I can't remember if he landed it or not. But the cartwheel was so bad, it was like so ugly. But it was like creative. Like, hey, we give it to you.
trying.
The double tap was pretty cool. But yeah,
It's new, even if it
It's
doesn't
new.
doesn't translate. Like that's new.
I was gonna approach two things about the NBA All-Star Weekend. One, I want to say on this show last week, you said it would be dope if they just picked the players.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
Chris Webber proposed the same idea
Yeah.
at the end of the game. They said, what do you want to see? What's something that the NBA can do different to make this thing even better or whatever? Every year they ask, like, what's some ideas? Chris Webber said, I don't know logistically how it would work. He says, but I want to see LeBron, Curry come out, the 10 guys line up on the bench and just say, you, whatever.
Like
And
schoolyard.
Schoolyard. Yeah, he said, then you get a real pickup basketball game and you just let the magic happen right in front of you. He's like, I think that would be awesome. That was a cool idea. So, props to
You know, everyone would tune in to see the draft.
That'd be amazing.
At least you would at least get eyes on the draft.
Right. Absolutely. And that's what Chris Webber said. He said like that exact same thing. He was like, I'm at least watching that. Even if
Yeah.
I don't care about the results of the game, I just want to know who picked who and what the lineup's going
It's
to be.
drama.
Reggie Miller proposed a 2-man 3-point shootout. It's a pretty good idea. I don't know how it would
Reggie
work.
Miller would come up with this idea.
Where it would be teams of two, one guy, and it would be legends,
Yeah.
or it'd be like, let's say Steph Curry and a legend.
Del Curry.
And Klay Thompson and a legend. And then, yeah, sure, yeah.
Steph
And
Curry,
then
Del Curry.
right.
Klay Thompson, Ray Allen.
Right.
Like
Right.
that.
Yeah. So he could also do his dad, Klay Thompson's dad too.
Well,
Yeah. No. But so you'd be paired up with a legend and then you would alternate racks. So the young guy would get 3 racks.
Would his dad get offended if he didn't pick him?
Oh man.
Like Steph
I know.
Curry's dad was like, "You picked Reggie Miller. Why not me?"
Yeah,
And he'd be
what
like,
the fuck?
"Cause it's fucking Reggie Miller, Dad.
right,
like,
yeah. What
it's
the
Ray
hell?
Allen, Dad. Like,
Yeah. It's tough. But I thought that was pretty cool. He's like, I would like to see like me and Curry or Peja Stojakovic and Curry shoot or Ray Allen and
Peja.
you know what I mean? He was like, I want to see us do that together or whatever. I was like, that would be
I haven't heard
dope.
the name Peja Stojakovic in so long. I
little
love
Peja
Peja
reference?
Stojakovic.
A little Peja reference for you. But I thought that was interesting. It's an interesting idea.
Someone needs to make a rap song called Peja Stojakovic if it hasn't been done yet.
Do it. You do it. Make a beat called Peja Stojakovic.
Someone needs to make a rap song.
There you go.
Like,
We'll start a podcast called
I'm hitting
Peja
it from
Stojakovic.
deep, Peja Stojakovic.
Nice.
Just like,
Nice. That's the name of the album.
Yeah.
Hitting it from just. That's my new rap name, Peja Stojakovic. My first album, Hitting It From Deep. Deep.
hashtag deep day.
Yes, I thought that was
it would
interesting.
be pay,
Yeah.
P-A-Y,
Peja.
with like a money sign.
It'd be Peja Stojakovic.
Peja,
Be like Peja Stojakovic.
you stupid bitch. Peja, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, so that's a cool idea.
Paige, stupid bitch,
Both,
or the
everything.
duel.
This whole show's been a really good idea.
What if you do the two person 3-point shooting contest set to a soundtrack of Paige, you stupid bitch, with his hit single Paige Stojakovic?
Yeah.
Do they still do the Rising Star game?
They do that's Friday. They do the celebrity game and then the Rising Star.
Oh,
game.
So was Brown and Tatum in it or no?
Brown
just
and
Tatum
were both in it. No, both were in it.
Speaking of the celebrity game, did you
Quavo?
guys see Quavo from Migos just swat the shit out of that little girl?
Oh, even weirder about Quavo, there's a warrant out for his arrest.
Really?
He won the fucking Rising Stars MVP, and there's a warrant out for him. And the town that has the warrant was like, couldn't get any help. Like fucking, he was right. Like he's right there. Like there's police.
Can you imagine?
LAPD
He gets a
in the
trophy
building.
and then they just handcuff him.
If you haven't seen the video though, the girl is
And
like
blocking the girl.
Rachel Demita or whatever.
Awesome.
She's from NBA 2K. Like she hosts like 2K TV.
Yeah.
And she goes to go up for like a layup or whatever, and Quavo just comes and fucking sends it like 4 rows deep. He's like,
Unbelievable.
"Whoa!" And he knocks her over in the process, and he
great.
doesn't even like help her up.
or nothing.
He
He's
just
fucking-
runs and he starts going like this and runs away.
Yeah.
Who usually wins that every year? Isn't it like
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart
wins it.
Who
Justin
cares?
Bieber.
Did he even play in it, Kevin Hart?
I don't know. I don't think he played. I know Bieber did. He
it was
played
like
well.
Rachel Nichols and someone else were like the two.
what's his name always plays too? He just made the Hall of Fame this year. In NFL. God, why am I blanking?
in the NFL this
I
year.
can see his ugly mug right now.
Who made the NFL this year? Oh, Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens. He always does it because
plays too.
he always talks about how I could have been an
He
NBA
can ball.
player.
Yeah. He can ball though. He does.
No, I know. No, he can.
Yeah, it was really funny because Jamie Foxx was there, and Tracy McGrady, was balling out.
Yeah.
Like they're like, "What the fuck?" Like, dude, give him a break. Like he was just putting people to work, like backing people down and stuff, like really working them. And Jamie Foxx is like, "The fuck, Jamie? Like you've already got in the Hall of Fame, bro. Like what the fuck?" And he's like, "Hey man, I'm just saying, he's like, you're out here trying to pick up a 10-day contract." And Jamie's like, "What the fuck?" And
Did you see,
like,
did you see Jamie Foxx walk off the set of the ESPN interview?
No.
Jamie Foxx is in like an ESPN interview, and he's sitting. It's like a satellite interview, so he's sitting on the court at the All Star, and like the other guy's talking, and he asked him about Jamie Foxx is dating the chick that used to date Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked
That makes no sense.
they
Like,
ask him a
at
question
all.
about Katie Holmes, like, do you beat Katie Holmes in basketball? He doesn't even respond; he just takes his headset off. Like,
Yeah, they
he
won't
puts his
talk
mic,
about.
and
They
he
don't
just-
talk about
he
one
just
another
left.
at all. They don't
Just left.
acknowledge the other one.
Oh shit.
They do
You know they've been
public
dating
stuff.
for 5 years.
Yeah, they don't acknowledge each other at all in public interviews.
Justin Theroux is leaving Jennifer Aniston right now.
Hi, welcome to the Boston Sports Nerds Pop Culture podcast.
That touches me a little bit.
This is,
Justin Theroux's my guy.
BMZ.
B.S.N. I guess I'm still
BMZ.
dating my girlfriend, so that update.
Yeah, he's still doing anything. He's
Still
not.
married.
Yeah.
There.
He's married. I moved, and he's in Aaron's.
That
in Aaron's
is the behind the
Yeah,
behind the network.
exactly the network curtain.
Yeah, and Jerry got engaged.
Jerry got engaged. There's an update there.
Josh McDaniels is back with the Patriots.
Yeah, and this egg could crack. So, what was the name of the show? It was gonna be ...
Yep.
Nope, it's gone now.
It's gone. Lost it forever.
Gone forever.
That was early. My build.
We could.
Might
It's
go find
nope.
Slaves,
it's gone.
just like the good old days,
Slaves.
or just like the olden days.
just like the olden days.
Yeah.
Slavery. Slavery.
Yeah,
That's what
there
it was.
Is. Okay. Gotta write that down so I remember that.
You just listen to the first 10 minutes of podcast.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So the Patriots, and that's really, there's no Celtics to talk about because they're on break. Kyrie played well. Rising Stars looked good. I want to say Jalen had like 21.
They
28
both
points.
look good, right?
They both did
Yeah.
look good. Yeah, Jalen was the better of the two. I also think he had more minutes.
He's
So,
just well put together.
he's well put together. He looks like a
basement?
yeah. No real Pats drama except Devin McCourty says that Malcolm Butler knew the whole week that he wasn't going to be playing. Do you believe it?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Why the crying?
And
The
maybe-
crying seems reactionary
Because
to me.
it just hits him. Just then. Like, oh, I'm not going to even get to play.
Yeah. You believe?
I
it?
don't think Devin McCourty would lie.
I said to Dave, I was like, he's too much of a company man.
What's the context
But
of,
at the same time,
him saying this?
I think somebody asked him.
Was it like in an interview? Because
Yeah.
even him answering that in an interview almost seems kind of
Yeah.
I think somebody asked him about it, and he was just like, "All right, can we stop?" Like that's how I read it as like.
I think the Pats are starting to get sick of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Trey Flowers or Marquise Flowers said something like not that long ago on Twitter, like, "Are you second guessing Bill Belichick because he's got 5 reasons why he knows what he's doing and you don't."
Yeah.
I disagree with the idea, but at the same time, I disagree with Belichick's decision. But do I think that he didn't know that was the game plan? Like, I think that's a load of shit. I think he knew it.
Well,
I think, that's why I feel like with McCourty, him just coming out and saying like, not saying it with profanity, but just being like, "Can we stop about this shit? Like, come on, guys." He fucking knew all week we weren't going to use him that much. Right. It doesn't fucking matter. We didn't play well.
That makes more sense to me, actually. It makes more sense to me that Bill Belichick put a game plan in that didn't involve Malcolm Butler and practiced it the whole week, where as opposed to playing and practicing with Malcolm Butler the whole week and then deciding at the end.
Butler didn't practice until Thursday because he was sick. So they only had 2 days.
So he probably made the decision of, hey, he's not healthy enough.
Right.
We're not going to waste our fucking time trying to figure out if he can go or not.
The problem that I have with it is I understand that that's what your game plan was going into the game.
At some point, you had to put him in the game.
But at halftime, when you're just getting torched on the defensive side of the ball,
like I think
how do you not try and make you're like the king of halftime adjustments? How do you not try and at least attempt to make that adjustment?
Right.
Even if it doesn't work, then you're just back to where you were.
I think we said it during the saddest episode you'll ever hear.
That's what we should have named it.
That wasn't it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
The saddest episode you'll ever hear.
That was episode
59?
59, yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been better if it was episode 69. And it was also the saddest episode you'll ever hear.
That's my life in a nutshell right there. No, I think we said it then that I don't mind not starting.
Hold on. How is 69 a bad situation?
That's what I'm saying. When you're 69, it's still a sad situation.
How?
See?
You never know.
He's putting your mind in a pretzel right now.
Right.
No, it's not a pretzel. I know I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But
Dave,
you haven't.
Have you been
69ing with Dave?
No.
Well, then you wouldn't know
You'd
that.
be disappointed.
Yeah.
And
well,
you've been
that's
69ing
not
with
my
Dave. It's the
fault.
saddest.
That's not my fault. You're not as much of a giver as I am, Dave.
I'm saying that.
This podcast took a really weird
I
turn.
love.
I thought we had a weird turn at the slavery. It's a much weirder turn.
There's a lot of things I love, but I'm also disappointed by sometimes. You know what
I mean, but
Fried chicken. I like fried chicken, and sometimes when I order the crispy chicken strips and they give me whole pieces of chicken, I get really disappointed. Mm-hmm. I asked for one thing, I got
that's a wild reach, but you connected a lot of dots there. But
I was right though.
Yeah, I'm not arguing.
Exactly. I went to Popeyes the other day. I ordered 10-piece chicken strips. They gave me
full
Okay, in general, you like sex.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
I was gonna say,
now,
if I ever had,
and it was bad.
No. Here's
congratulations. Welcome to the male.
No.
The male sex. You like sex?
I was gonna say, do I enjoy it?
Possibly. Do you actually like?
Possibly.
Show's really getting away from
Yeah.
me.
No. All right.
Josh,
sorry, I took that left. I took that left turn, but
I threw it out there.
No, but my point on it is like. Have I ever had bad sex? Mm-hmm. I think all sex is good because I'm having it.
Sex is like pizza.
I'm not doing
you're
it.
a guy.
I'm not doing it alone.
Sex
like
is like
anything,
pizza.
Anything
even
where,
bad pizza.
Anything
is good
where
pizza.
I don't limp out of
it's
like
such a male thing.
Yeah,
like,
anything that I don't limp like out of a rectory or something like
right.
I'm good with.
Right. But you had to have had.
I've had sex that was lackluster,
experience.
But like at the end of the day, I'm like I still had sex.
Congrats on the sex.
Yeah, there's an Aaron hashtag humble brag right now.
Congrats on the sex, Aaron.
What?
Congrats on the sex.
Congratulations.
You know?
Congratulations on all that sex you're having.
You act like Dave.
He's married. I'm alone. So
I thought Dave was being. I thought Dave was being like self-deprecating.
I was.
Yeah. He was saying that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that you're not going to have a good time.
69 with him would be the saddest thing you've ever heard.
Exactly. So exactly. Yeah. So it kind of circle against the square.
Yeah.
Dave,
he's not saying he didn't enjoy it.
Yeah,
he was saying he is personally sad at
You
it.
will be.
Yeah, you will be
I'll
sad.
be disappointed with your performance.
it.
Dave is not doing any favors
that
for his
before.
current single status. That's what it is. I'm sure the women are flocking for really sad days.
You guys, my Twitter is ddawson2424. You can hit me up on hashtag.
Are you looking for the saddest day you've ever had?
The saddest 69 you've ever done in your life.
That's going to be the name of the next Dave Speaks whenever I come back.
Dave's Tinder bio is just like,
Yeah.
I'll give you the saddest day ever.
Right, yeah. It's like, do you enjoy 69? You won't. You won't. You won't enjoy it anymore.
Just that weird like 69 emoji that they have
Yeah.
on the iPhone, and like, here's your saddest day. Here's your saddest day ever.
Oh, Jesus.
That's it.
All right, so
Josh McDaniels is back.
Oh, yeah. But,
To bring up a joke
yeah,
there you go.
two episodes or an episode ago.
Yeah, but I think we talked about it on the saddest episode ever. I don't mind Butler not starting. You know what I mean? That's fine. Don't start him. If you want speed on the field,
Yeah,
or
I don't mind
or
it
you
either.
want size,
As
you want
long as
size
you
on the
made
field,
the adjustment at some point.
you can't tell me that he couldn't help you on one drive, on one quarter, in one part of that game somewhere. Like
You
he
can't
had
tell
to.
me that even taking the shot at a certain point
Right.
is
It wouldn't have been worse.
yeah, it couldn't have been worse.
Right, right. And if it was for a drive, then okay. Hey, no, I knew it. Reel him back in. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't going to work. He's
Yeah.
definitely outmatched. Whatever. Yeah, that's the tough part.
yeah, no, Belichick got out coached.
He did. And he did. And he'll even tell you
I
that. a
won't
lot of
argue
times.
it either.
Right? Yeah, he did. Peterson called a perfect game. Like, that was as good as, you got the Eagles' best shot
Yeah.
right there. And they nailed it. So,
I don't think they're back, which is crazy. Like I
Yeah.
don't think the Eagles are back.
who do you think has better odds of getting back to the Super Bowl, Pats or Eagles?
Pats.
Yeah.
It's just well, the AFC is wildly
Yeah,
weaker
oh,
than the
yeah,
NFC.
yeah.
I think the NFC has some ringers in it, man.
I think there's a lot of AFC teams that have to either, like the Jags, they're not making it that far next year.
We'll probably go over some football free agents. The Eagles are over salary cap.
Already.
Even with the projected raise in salary cap, the Eagles are over it.
Jesus.
How crazy is that?
Sheesh.
So like Nigel Bradham is on that list as an inside linebacker. He's probably gone. Like they're not gonna. They have to restructure contracts. They're like not gonna be able to afford him.
No kidding.
And Josh Robinson, who's there, or not Josh Robinson. His last name Pat Robinson, maybe. He's like their slot corner.
Yeah.
Who had the big interception to start the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings went down and scored. And then the Eagles kind of sputtered, I think, or maybe kicked a field goal.
Yeah.
And then the Vikings got the ball back, and Keenum threw a pick six.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Patrick Robinson?
It might be.
He's a safety.
I want to get like
or a
hold
corner,
music.
I mean. I'm sorry.
I want to get hold music so whenever we're like doing this, it's just like.
Bum, 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 bum.
But he had the big pick six in that game
Mm-hmm.
versus Case Keenum to like really start the Eagles.
Patrick Robinson.
Yeah. He's their slot corner.
There he is.
And he was really good this year as their slot corner. So
Considered one of the league's best.
so
slot
he's
corners.
probably gone to another team. 'cause
Maybe the Patriots.
that would be wonderful. I would love it if the Pats got a good slot corner.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of mock drafts where they're getting a corner in the first round.
Yes. Seen
It's a
that too.
possibility.
Isaiah Oliver, I think that's the kid's name from like Colorado or something.
You brought up the Jimmy Graham thing on your final fantasy field goal.
Yes, my
They
rant, my
manifested
crazy
this, yeah.
crazy Jimmy Graham rant.
You may have manifested this. It does make a lot of sense.
The crazy rumors I've heard about the Pats are that they will end up starting the year with two Seahawks players, Jimmy Graham and Richard Sherman.
Now, I have a bigger question for you. There's been a lot of talk about the Patriots coming up. What are they going to do? Who's going where? Is this guy staying? Is Josh McDaniels back? By the way, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Nothing I've heard says, oh, yeah, he'll be back. Rob Gronkowski. Everything's like it's either Hollywood or WWE, not like, oh, he'll be with the Patriots next season. Now, maybe that's just because that's the foregone conclusion.
Honestly,
because
I
of the
think they
contract.
should trade him. I do.
Do you think he's going to either?
I think he plays football.
He plays football.
I think he plays football this year.
I think he plays football for the Pats if they have him. But I think the moment he says I'm going to come back, they should trade him. I know that seems rough to do.
We really want you.
Trade him to Arizona.
I know that seems rough to do.
They don't have a quarterback. No. Fuck no. I don't want Chandler Jones back.
I know that seems rough to do.
No.
The moment he says he wants to play football again and you think you can get full value for him, trade him away.
So let me ask you a question. Why don't you want Chandler Jones back?
I don't want anything to do with him.
Why?
He showed me what he can do in the system, and not enough.
Double-digit sacks?
Team
sack
no, but he didn't
led the NFL in sacks last year?
But in important games, vanished.
Well, he's also a different player now. He's much heavier. He's gained weight.
But I'm just saying, talking about purely on what he did on the field.
His
off the field was stupid too. Like if you're going to go out
one mistake.
Yeah, I know, but you ended up at the fucking police station high as a kite.
It's actually a smart play. Yeah, right. It's better than going to a fucking
rave. Why not?
Yeah, right. I mean, like.
Granted,
how much more trouble can you get?
Let's rank his decisions first because he actually went to Gronk's house first, which is probably out of
all
the people you could get really high and naked and then go to someone's house. Gronk is the worst teammate.
He's probably like, let's party bus to the police station.
Gronk probably opened the door and like, you too? Yeah.
Or Gronk was like, dude, I do that shit on in the off season. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, dog.
So I mean, I
thought it was more that than anything else.
You know what, though?
I was like, that's fucking... Kevin Falk got arrested for smoking weed. And,
Chandler Jones, if you told me Chandler Jones was going to come back here and get double-digit sacks, I would say put him on the team. I don't give a fuck about disappearing or...
Yeah. I just think... Okay, so we say that, but we watched end of the season in the playoffs, James Harrison have sacks.
I need him back.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl made pressure, but didn't sack any. Nobody sacked anybody on the fucking Patriots. So even with a guy that can do that, they didn't do anything in the. I want a guy that literally is and I'm not saying, and I understand if the Patriots ran a traditional 4-3 defense, and you told Chandler Jones kill the quarterback on every play, even if he hands it off, hit the quarterback.
Yeah.
Good. That makes sense.
Right.
In their style of defense, it makes no sense to have Chandler Jones anymore. Yeah. You tried it, it didn't work.
But it did work, though.
It worked in games where, and lack of a better word, didn't matter.
I don't know. I mean, you need to win
every game. I understand you have to win every game,
you know what I mean?
But then at the same time, when you're in the playoffs, he vanished.
There's two ways I can see this Pats team going.
But you could do that with J.J. Watt. You're saying you don't want J.J. Watt? That guy disappears more than anybody.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I think if J.J. Watt's that's the problem with J.J. Watt. He doesn't stay healthy.
Well, of course, right.
That's his biggest issue.
Right. But
that's his biggest Achilles heel.
Whenever the Pats play him,
he
J.J. Watt's
disappears.
Relevant.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. What I would say to that is, Patriots focus on him.
Right. But if Chandler Jones is your best pass rusher,
everyone's going to focus on him. So then your other guys, they have to pick up
Trey
the
Flowers eats.
Right.
He does.
Focus on
but here's the
Chandler
thing.
Jones.
When you talk about J.J. Watts, you know who I put that on too? For not having, lighting it up?
Marcel Darius? Jeez.
No.
Not Darius.
What's the guy's name? Their other, the guy that was a first pick in the draft.
Clowney.
He doesn't do shit on games that fuck.
Well, he was good.
He's good, but
last year or the year before when
year
JJ
before.
Watt got hurt?
But here's my thing: is if he vanishes, if they take out JJ Watt, Clowney better fucking light that team up, and he doesn't.
Yeah,
so I put that on. That's a team like Belichick, like you said. We always talk about Belichick eliminates their biggest threat. So if he's doing that, so you're taking away JJ Watt. Why isn't Clowney fucking beating you?
Right.
So if you take away James Harrison and you have no other good pass rushers, because you have Flowers kind of playing out of position because you're down fucking defensive linemen.
But that's kind of making my point. I understand what you're saying, but if you had James Harrison and Chandler Jones, one of those two guys is eaten.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Because right now the Patriots don't have that second guy. You know what I mean? So James Harrison gets clogged, and it's like, okay, well then Trey Flowers, you have to. But is he really good enough on his own to do that all the time? I don't know. But if you had Chandler and they're double teaming him, now James Harrison's going nuts on the other side or off the edge on that same side, whatever. I think that, and it doesn't have to specifically be Chandler Jones. I mean, I know he's a pass rusher. We brought his name up, whatever.
Yeah.
But
because I mentioned sending him to the Cardinals just because to get him out of there.
Right. But we say the Pats need a pass rusher. why not Chandler? Like, he led the NFL in sacks last year, or second?
I think he led the league.
Yeah. I mean, then who's going to?
Well,
be
here's
your
the thing,
guy?
and
You know what I mean?
this is like when we talk about like the NBA. There's a guy like Kevin Love,
Right.
best player in Minnesota,
Absolutely. Good point. Yep.
but the team was horrible.
Right.
You can be the best fucking player on a team where your second.
Someone's got to take the shot.
Here's the other thing.
Right.
What do we always talk about Cardinals defense?
Right.
What do we talk about? Their secondary. So
right.
if your secondary can shut down the fucking wide receivers,
Coverage sacks, yeah.
it's coverage sacks.
Yep. No, that's a valid fucking point. I like it.
All right, let's play. I want to do a little exercise. I've been listening to a lot of like NFL draft, like off-season kind of podcasts lately.
Is this word association?
And no, they've been doing this thing called like fix this team. So they've been like fixing the Jets or fix the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
We have the list of free agents there.
Yeah.
Well, the bigger names.
You also have the first. Like the first, we're not going to do 7 rounds of the draft. But you have like the first round of the draft, and you don't even have to tell me an actual person. You can just say position.
Are we doing every team in the NFL?
Nope.
Okay.
Fix the Patriots. We'll go with Aaron first.
Okay. All right.
Set them up for the best chance. I mean, the Pats don't really need fixing like the Jets do, or like, but set them up for the what you think is there gives them the best chance to win the Super Bowl, not make it, just to win it.
If you're asking me my biggest glaring hole.
Yeah, like what would you do with those free agents?
Get a left tackle and then not be fucking Nate Solder.
Where are you getting the left tackle though?
You're going to have to either make a trade make a trade because I'm trying to think like there's not a lot of great free agent
Nate
left
Solder's
tackles.
the best one.
He's your best one, and I don't want him back.
All right.
If you're asking my honest opinion,
do you draft a tackle?
You either draft a tackle or I mean, there's not even like it. No, there. I mean, none of these.
Do you mix around your line currently? Maybe make Cannon your left tackle.
Maybe. Or what about? Here's the thing.
Lately.
Now, not to say this to be stupid. I think he's a couple years past his prime, but like a Dwayne Brown from the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
Good. Yeah.
I mean,
you can do
the
a Ricky.
the Seahawks just had one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's getting older, but that's what I'm saying. You bring him in. Mm-hmm. You put him in there with him, or isn't what's his name going to be a?
But you don't only have to make one move. So is that all you would do, or what else would you do?
I think that's your biggest move.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me like, what's the move that's going to like put the Patriots, guarantee the Patriots a chance at the Super Bowl? I say you either trade for Sherman or you sign like Aqib Talib if you can't pick up any of these bigger name corners, because I think Talib could actually be a great, like he'd be the best second corner in the league.
So you go big on corner. Do you want to wait a second, Dave? You want me to go?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So I think there's two ways. I would focus almost entirely on defense.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't like this, but I'd probably re-sign Nate Solder because I don't think there's anything better out there now.
You're right.
And if he's not commanding too much in the market, now that's a big thing. I'm signing Nate Solder but for a price. I don't want to overpay Nate Solder.
You're paying him under market value. You're getting the hometown discount.
They drafted what the hell was the guy's name that they drafted? Max Garcia?
Yeah. Yep.
So you drafted him. You're still grooming him. He missed all of last season, or he was just like being groomed. I don't know if he was actually injured or not. So you're still
he was hurt, I think.
Yeah, I think so. So you're gonna develop him into a tackle, and you get Nate Solder a couple more years, maybe not a long-term deal, but a couple years, and you can groom Garcia for the new role. I would focus almost entirely on defense, and there's two ways you can go at defense. You can either focus on the pass rush, which gives the quarterback less time, which means you don't need super high level corners because the quarterback is always under pressure. Or you go with what I think was like the 2000 like the Seahawks Super Bowl Pats, which is really good corners. And then you just get coverage sacks.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
I think you make a trade for Richard Sherman, or you sign free agency one of those. Can I see that real quick, Dave?
Yeah.
There's a slot corner. I like Mo Claiborne. You have Mo Claiborne hired here or highlighted here, but I would sign either Avonte Davis or a slot corner like a Kyle Fuller from the Bears or Patrick Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
And
I gotta ask, this is more than one move. Right?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be just one move.
Okay, I get you.
Oh, okay, because that's what I was thinking.
I thought you said with one move.
No, it could be more than one move.
Because I was going to say, if you're going to do that, I'd go out and get the corner, and I'd sign Navarro Bowman.
You're fixing the team, so you're just trying to think
Corner and Navarro Bowman.
What would you like to see? What would you do in the offseason to fix this team? So you have the whole breadth of what you can do in the offseason.
Yep.
So you make multiple moves.
Okay, all right.
So I would either trade for Richard Sherman if it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or I sign a probably not the best corner because that's Tremaine Johnson from the Rams, and then Malcolm Butler who's not coming back.
Yeah.
So I sign either Vontae Davis who has the upside of a number one corner, but you're only asking him to be your number two.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got an injury history. So you either take the shot on him or you sign one of those slot corners, and I would probably still draft a corner, and I would go that route with fixing the defense, like a coverage route, because you were missing Dante Hightower. You were missing Shea McClellan.
Yeah.
You were missing he wasn't your first round pick, but your first draft pick last year, who was a defensive end, a pass rusher.
Yeah.
You didn't have him. He was hurt all year.
Yep.
And your offense, without your best receiver was amazing last year.
Yeah.
And now you're getting your best receiver back. You might lose Deion Lewis.
Plus Malcolm Mitchell.
I would re-sign Rex Burkhead. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Re-sign Rex Burkhead. I probably let Deion Lewis walk because I don't know if I pay him what he wants.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
pay him what he wants. I wouldn't pay him what he wants. I'd resign him.
I think I let
for value.
I think I let Deion Lewis walk. I think I let Gillis. I cut Gillisley.
Yes.
I re-sign Rex Burkhead because you get him for cheap.
Yeah.
And I re-sign James White, and then I take a flyer on
Martin.
Either Doug Martin or DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray would be nuts.
Yeah.
Because if DeMarco Murray gets hurt, I think you are more than capable of getting through the season with James White and Rex Burkhead.
Yeah.
Right.
And if he doesn't get hurt, you have a very good, almost a 3-down back because DeMarco Murray can actually catch out of the back.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do. And I would focus on the cornerback position because I think you go the Seahawks Super Bowl route.
Yeah.
Coverage first.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the sacks will come. Because I think they were depleted in their front seven.
See, I think you can get Aqib Talib.
Or Aqib Talib.
For like
Richard Sherman, Aqib Talib.
That's what I mean. Like, they're both, to me, similar. Where you can get Talib probably for like a way lesser price.
I think they should be
Then you're going to pay for somebody like the top tier guys, like what you were going to pay Butler if hypothetically you were going to get him back.
Yeah.
I think they should be aggressive.
Yeah.
Going after a corner.
Why not?
Right.
Like, here's the other thing. There was a list of, like, I think I highlighted one guy. It was like a safety that, like, in my head, I'm like, why don't they go out and get, like, a safety that can actually cover tight ends?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the big thing. Like, yes, you have, what's his name, that plays the middle of the field. You have McCourty plays the middle of the field. But your other safeties, they're getting to the point where either they can't cover or they don't.
Right. Oh, also I signed a Seahawks tight end.
Yeah.
Not Jimmy Graham.
Not Jimmy Graham.
No, Luke Wilson.
There he is. I would go Jimmy Graham.
I don't think you could afford him. He was a dingbat, but he kind of turned his career around, and he had a really shitty play against the Pats, and that's Austin Seferian-Jenkins for the Jets. You can have him as a number 2 tight end with Gronk.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
If Gronk is back.
My moves would be this. Very simple. Trade for Sherman, sign Reed, sign Bowman, bring back Solder and Lewis and Burkhead.
Sign Reed?
Yeah.
Who's Reed?
Eric Reed. From the Niners.
The safety. Yeah.
And I'd let Patrick Chung go, and I would bring Reed in.
Yeah, I mean...
You know who's another guy?
Reed's a better version of Chung.
You know who's another guy I'd love to see them get, but I don't think they would ever pay for this guy because of how all their, like, a lot of their defensive linemen are probably going to be gone.
Yeah,
their interior.
Right.
And if you think Branch is not worth, he was a healthy scratch at the Super Bowl.
Branch is probably gone. I think Malcolm Brown kind of
6 weeks.
ate his lunch.
So that's what I'm saying. If you only
Malcolm
have
Brown, Lawrence Guy, those guys kind of ate his lunch.
If you only have basically those two guys, why not Dontari Poe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He didn't do great last year for the Falcons, but he went there for 1 year.
The thing is, Dontari Poe helps you stop the run.
I think he can give you a little bit of pass rush, too. Interior pass rush.
I think he's a pocket collapser, yeah.
That's what I mean.
He could do that, yeah. bull rush somebody just right into the lap of the quarterback. But actually, I don't even need Navarro Bowman. I would like, sure, why not? But you're right. I forget about McClellan and Hightower both coming back.
And you got Van Noy still.
Well, I was going to say, I think Bowman is in my head, even though I'm really high on Van Noy.
Yeah.
I think he's an upgrade over Van Noy when it comes to
think Bowman's been bad for 2 years. Like
he's just
helped.
been
He went
hurt.
he went to
got an injury
Oakland.
problem.
He got hurt and then he went to Oakland.
I really thought he was going to eat in Oakland
know who?
next to Khalil Mack, and it was like, he's just underwhelming. Like, didn't work out.
Derek Johnson from the Chiefs.
He's at 5,000 years old and still doing it.
So is fucking what's his name in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about him
what's his
being
name?
A problem. Their
corner?
corner.
No, I'm giving him credit. He's still doing it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think
Terrence Newman.
Yeah, but I think
Newman.
Derek Johnson's really good, and you can get him for fucking pennies on the dollar.
How old is he? Has his age right there?
No, it doesn't have his age.
Oh, it doesn't have his
And I think it's and he'd give you more than fucking David Harris did.
I mean, and we're
yeah.
also
Oh, yeah,
doing
cut
this.
David Harris.
We're also doing this before like cut downs. So there's
Yeah.
some guys on there. I know they have the list on there. Of,
Yeah,
like,
David
potential.
Harris will not be on the team.
No, but their linebacker. I know they got hurt, so they looked really thin. But when they're healthy, their linebacking core is actually not.
Really good,
I mean,
yeah.
they need another. I think they need one more piece.
Yeah, I'm interested to see Marquise Flowers. Is that the other one?
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm interested
he's
to see him.
He's the
defensive
linebacker.
linebacker.
Yeah. I'm interested to see him second year, right? Second, third.
Well, they also
He's
lost.
younger.
Who was the other guy? The younger guy that I was like, oh, that's like another Jamie Collins. But I'm not talking about Marquise Flowers because I also said about him.
I know. Yeah.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was there not this year. He was there last year too.
Lee.
Nope.
I did like that Lee signing when that happened. He was pretty good for them for a while.
He played after they traded Jamie Collins. He like came in and then he like blew coverage on a tight end or something like that. And he caught the ball.
Oh,
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do.
I can't think of his fucking name right now. I think he was hurt this year.
God damn it.
I hate
who was the one that gave up all the fucking yards to like guys out of the backfield?
I think that's who I'm talking about. He's not very good at coverage, but he's like super athletic.
Oh, he came out of Rutgers.
Jesus.
Damn it! I keep wanting to say Roberts.
Landon Roberts. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Landon Roberts.
Landon Roberts.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Nice.
There you go. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking
You know
about.
who they could
Was
go
he
out and
there?
Landon Roberts?
Yeah. Was he healthy?
He
or
was
did
healthy.
he get hurt?
No, he was healthy.
I think he got hurt for a stretch of the season, but
He played. He
played.
gave up a lot. He was one of the guys I think they put on when they gave up all those yards to Drake.
Oh yeah.
I think he was the one that
You
was
also
on
know
him.
what I didn't realize, and I saw a Pro Football Focus thing about it. I never realized. I always consider Dante Hightower like really good at stopping the run and like pass rushing. He's really fucking good at coverage.
Who?
Dante Hightower.
He's
Yes,
not
he
bad
is.
at it,
Like
yeah.
his
yeah,
coverage
right.
rating was like third in the NFL. Like not last year, obviously, because he was hurt, but the year before.
Right.
Before he got hurt, he was like the third in the NFL.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. I was looking through that list at linebackers trying to find a coverage guy. Like,
Yeah.
they need a coverage linebacker, someone that can fucking cover a running back or a tight end or whatever. They need somebody. And then as you were saying, he's like, oh, they got Shea McClellan and Dante Hightower coming back. I was like, oh, never mind. Like, you don't need anybody.
I still
forgot
think they
about
could use one more piece at linebacker.
that. Yeah.
You know who they could sign as
Just for depth, because
as a safety?
I would love Dante Hightower to be healthy all year, but
You never know.
and this guy, you could just train him to be not the next, but could be the next good safety. Trey Boston
Yeah.
from the Chargers. He's
Yeah.
25 years old and he's gonna be a free agent.
Eric Reed's real young, too, right?
I think
He's 26.
26, yeah.
Like,
Oh,
but I
Eric
think
Reed.
he's gonna be your.
Yeah.
Trey Boston
he's going to be
is
your
more of a McCourty
he's going to be
role.
your TJ Ward
Yeah.
going to fucking Denver, high priced
I
guy.
think Trey Boston's more like a McCourty. He plays like he's
Yeah.
really good at playing like a deep zone.
Yeah.
He's not really a man-to-man guy.
I think Reed is like a Patrick Chung.
Reed is like a Patrick Chung.
Right.
Reed is like you move him all
He's
over.
an actual strong safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Eric Reed so much and the reason why I'm linked to him right now is just because when he was drafted, I was like, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. I really wanted him then.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, he's available. Yeah, go get him. Go get him. You know what I mean?
What about-
I really like his game.
Quentin Demps.
Quentin Demps could help you. I mean, yeah, that's not a
I'm
bad
just thinking
is-
like safeties that could actually cover, unlike Richards this
Right,
year.
right.
That just looked like glaringly shitty in the Super Bowl.
It's crazy to me because I never felt this way before, but I feel like the Pats need we need to do this now attitude.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Well, a lot of people
I haven't
felt
felt
a lot
like
of people
that.
felt that way in 14 with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Like, you went and signed Brown or Revis.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then they just made all those moves and made their defense or their secondary so strong. It was like, oh, they're going all in for Brady's last.
Well, that's
run
how
here.
that's actually how I felt about this year.
Yeah, that's true too. It was
Like,
like,
oh,
they
we
get
got-
Cooks and
yeah.
Gilmore and Dwayne Allen.
Oh, they're
and
going all in. Like,
Right,
I thought
right.
the defense was going to be amazing, and
Yeah.
like Gilmore didn't click right away,
Right.
and then he did click, and the defense actually was really good.
Yeah.
And then
I think that was a great signing, though. I like Gilmore so I liked it then.
Yeah.
I liked him when he was on the Bills, and goddamn, was he not their best secondary player? And better than
second
McCourty.
half of the year, he was
Oh my god,
unbelievable.
he's better than McCourty. I think McCourty had a down year to me.
People
this
would
year,
disappear.
But, right.
They would disappear.
Right.
It was the same
Gilmore's
thing
so
when
good.
what's his name was playing slot.
Yeah, Jonathan Jones.
Yeah, people
Right.
would disappear. The
That's a
slot
guy
receiver,
too you're getting back.
yep,
So
would disappear.
right.
So I think if they add
Go
one,
get Sherman
go get a go
or
get.
Talib, one of those two. At least
Go
like
get a
1A,
corner.
I just
1B.
think Talib,
Right.
you already
I would-
know.
You already know, right?
I would just trade. I got 2 second-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think they only have like 5 picks in the draft or 7. They might have.
I think they have 5 in the draft. They have 4 in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah,
But they only have like 5 the whole night or whatever. So
yeah,
the whole weekend.
I might trade.
Yeah, and Belichick's going to trade
I might
down.
trade 2 of those.
Yeah.
You know
get
what I
some
mean?
Players.
Or just one of those seconds and go get a corner because someone might have a corner they want to offload.
I would give a second for Sherman.
I wouldn't.
No, you do a third. You said.
I'd do a third.
I
I
would
wouldn't
give
do
the
a
Pat
second.
second for Sherman and keep the 49ers one because I mean that's practically a third. I mean you're picking.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I
it's
get
the
it.
31st.
I get what you're saying. I think my mindset is if you have that low second, you can take that low second and like a lower pick and trade up higher into the second round. You have 2 high second round picks.
Yeah.
You could draft because you know he's going to trade down with the first pick.
I think what he should do
Unless
might.
is
or he takes the
You
first
say-
and your second in his San Francisco and trades up.
You
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that he'll trade down with the first pick because that's what the Belichick we know and love.
right.
The new Belichick though
Doesn't draft.
trades away his first pick.
Right.
He trades away his second pick. He
Right.
trades away all these picks and takes like 3 people in the draft.
I would go second for Sherman. That's the highest I would go. You know what I mean? Like if it was like second.
I
If we
wouldn't
got like
give a first.
You know what I think would happen? I think that it'd be like, hey, third for Sherman. Be like, no, we're gonna need more than that. Like, all right, second for Sherman and your 5th. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, deal. You know what I mean? And I would do that deal, like
Yeah.
without a heart, like with an heartbeat. And they'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, you can have
You
our
throw that.
5th.
Yeah, I was
And
going to say
then-
you throw that 6th round pick. Belichick starts fucking.
yeah, that turns into Julian Edelman or
The
whatever.
thing is,
You're like,
what is
okay,
you
perfect.
think Sherman?
Fits?
How does he fit?
His play style fits. His attitude doesn't, but neither did Talib's. And
I
Talib was
I
a great
actually
Patriot.
think Sherman's attitude fits more though.
I think he's more than Talib with the Patriots. You're
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so
because-
too.
Because
He's just he's mouthy.
he
but-
is,
Yeah,
but
but
I
I
also
think-
feel like he's a guy who would buy in.
Right.
I also think he would look at it and be like, Belichick's shitty to them. I'm gonna be shitty like that he is.
Right. Yeah.
I think he is
Yeah,
mouthy.
yeah, he just go nuts on the media.
On to Buffalo. Like, just like shutting them down. Like,
Yeah.
I said on to Buffalo.
Yeah, but Martellus Bennett was mouthy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
no, and don't get me wrong. There's been a ton of guys.
As long as you don't make fun of, Rex Ryan's foot fetish, you should be okay.
We're good to go.
Julian Edelman is mouthy. I
He
think
is mouthy. That's
he
true.
would. He would. I think Sherman would buy in,
Yeah.
and he's super like all about business.
Right, yeah,
Richard
yeah.
Sherman is
Yeah.
like super
Yeah.
business. Like I handle my business.
I just wonder if you'd have like, don't you ever put another sorry receiver on me? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
moment like that with the Patriots wouldn't fly.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but I
Like,
feel like that would get buttoned up. I mean,
I think so, too.
you made Randy Moss work here, so
right. And even Chad Johnson shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, granted, he was irrelevant, but he wasn't going nuts about being irrelevant either.
Richard
You know what I mean?
Sherman is really smart. The
He's
only thing
wildly
is,
intelligent guy,
the only
yeah.
thing I worry about is he's not a man guy. He doesn't really play man coverage. He
right.
plays zone really well.
Right.
Like he's really good at zone.
Right.
So I think he
But
lacks some of that.
that's kind of all you need, though. Like, the real Patriots defense is you take the half the field away. Ty Law, Asante Samuel, Darrell Revis. You know what I mean? They're very successful defenses is where you have a guy just say, like, you have to throw it to here because this guy's covered. You know, no matter who it is.
Well,
They
you're not
kind
throwing
of-
a go route against Richard Sherman. That
Right.
shit's not happening.
It's not happening.
So,
right.
you know what? We're going to run cover 3 or whatever and have Richard
Right.
Sherman drop back and cover that go, and we won't even put a safety over there because
Right.
you're not throwing that fucking
Exactly.
go route at Richard Sherman.
Right.
How tall is he? 6'2", 6'3"?
big.
He's big. Yeah, he's 6'3",
And he can play
6'3".
press.
Yeah.
You know who's the other thing that I wanted to keep an eye on with the Patriots and stuff is we talk about how like you're not really worried about like the wide receivers.
Uh-huh.
Are they going to add any depth to that? For the simple fact that what's his name was out all season, Mitchell.
Yeah.
So you have to hope he's going to be healthy. For some reason, he couldn't get healthy last year.
Right. Well, he was cleared.
He was healthy. He could have
played in the playoffs, but they just didn't feel like
They chose
having
not
him
to.
come
Yeah.
back. In the playoffs is tough.
But we've seen him do stuff like that with, like, hypothetically, like Thompson.
Yeah.
Kendrell Thompson.
Kimbrel Thompson.
Kimbrel Thompsons.
Yeah.
And then they let him go the next season. Right. Now, I'm not saying I want them to do that, but hypothetically, they make a decision like, hey,
right,
we need one of our guys to restructure, other than like Cooks and fucking Amendola.
I wouldn't be surprised if Amendola's gone. I know
I don't think he will be. I would be surprised by that.
You would?
Yeah.
They just have so many. I know a lot of those guys. Like no one gives a fuck about Kenny Britt and
right,
and Dorsett and them.
Dude,
what's the other thing? Dorsett's gone. Because I think they'll probably let him go.
Yeah, but they are technically under contract.
Yeah.
Yes, they'll cut him, though. I mean, they got to make some money. Anyway.
Britt is under contract. Dorsett's under contract.
I think, yeah. I get what you're saying. I think Belichick's going to look at him and be like, goodbye.
Right.
And then I think, like, if you don't at least try to go out there and see, like a Josh Brown.
Yeah.
Or John Brown or Jaron Brown. From the Cardinals, those guys are both like speed deep guys.
Right.
I mean, obviously you already have that.
Yeah, Hogan. I forgot about Hogan.
I was gonna say Hogan. What if they say to him, "Hey, we need you to restructure"?
I think he would.
I would hope, but what if he says no? And then Belichick's like, "All right, well, we're gonna figure something out with you."
Yeah.
Well, do you go out? Amendola's back, and Hogan's gone.
Hogan's
well, I'm saying, do you go out and get like a Terrell Pryor?
Terrell Pryor.
I don't know. I'm hot and cold about Terrell Pryor. I used to really want him, like, when he came off that Browns year last year, the year prior, I was like, oh, give me this guy. He's a Patriot. He'll be the perfect Patriot. And I watched him with the Redskins. I'm like, it kind of just withered away. But I'm like, but you spark him up in the Patriots. You never know.
I say you bring him in. Yeah. He's your new big wide receiver. He's your third string quarterback. You got it all fucking figured out.
I feel like you could get the same. Well, not the third string quarterback part.
No,
you could get the same type of production from Kenny Britt in that role because Kenny Britt is the same kind of receiver.
I just think Kenny's
like a big bodied red zone possession guy.
I think Terrell Pryor would go out there and make them have to get him the ball more.
I feel like anytime you bring up Kenny Britt, you feel like, oh, that old motherfucker. Go look at Kenny Britt's age and go look at Terrell Pryor's age.
No, I know.
They're like the same.
Well, I think the thing with Kenny Britt, the reason why they didn't bring him in the first time was he had off the field issues, and he's still kind of that hothead guy.
Right.
Whereas if Terrell Pryor, he had his issues in college, because he got tattoos for like giving people like his trophies and shit and and stuff.
I feel like they're set at receiver. Like,
no, I know, but I'm just trying to think.
Set at receiver that we're
talking about fucking going out and getting Jimmy Graham and having Jimmy Graham and fucking.
You didn't let me finish. I think they're set at receiver. I think they should add a tight end.
See, their second tight end is always a big deal.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? They go two tight ends.
I think they might need to add two tight ends.
They've tried to do that so much too. Like think about Scott Chandler. Oh my God, they're built just the same. Gronk and Scott Chandler, they're going to be great. And then it was like Scott Chandler 1 touchdown.
I bought into
9
Scott
catches.
Chandler
so did I.
So hard.
The Twin Towers.
That one game, I think it was a preseason game.
Yeah.
Or the first game of the season.
It was the first game,
When they lined up on the goal line, and then Brady did that motion and sent Gronk and Chandler to the left. I was like, it's unstoppable. They're unstoppable.
Right. I remember we talked on the dock about that.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Who's going to stop that?
Yeah, how can you stop it?
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Scott Chandler is just like, I'm not going to catch anything for the rest of the year.
I had like 9 catches this season.
You know who came on strong?
The thing is, I convinced myself.
Dwayne Allen came on strong.
I convinced myself every second tight end is going to be fucking
the next Aaron Hernandez.
I did it with Martellus Bennett. Unfortunately, Gronk got hurt, so he never really got to see the full.
If you want Aaron Hernandez, hypothetically, like I'm not saying obviously not the dead man, but
an Aaron Hernandez-like player.
This sounds like a Katie Reports
type. Walker from Tennessee.
Even he is bigger than Aaron Hernandez.
But he's smaller than any other tight end.
If you really want Aaron,
he's small. He's 6'2", 6'3", 240 at the most.
If you really want an Aaron Hernandez type
Jimmy
player,
Jimmy Graham.
it's the kid from the Giants that plays right now.
Ty.
Evan Ingram.
Oh, Evan Ingram. Yeah.
I was going to say
If you put
Ty.
him on-
He's from
If
Connecticut.
you put Evan Ingram on the Pats, I mean that's
Jimmy Graham is the Aaron Hernandez.
yeah.
No,
He
he's
is,
more.
he is.
He's more physically gifted.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
No,
Jimmy
but I mean,
Graham is
he's like
Aaron.
6'6". Yeah.
What I mean is like he's got more.
You know what Jimmy Graham's not like Aaron Hernandez was? I don't think anyone. It's so shitty to have to talk.
That Jimmy Graham
glowingly
hasn't committed.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Besides that,
Yeah, right.
besides the fact that Jimmy Graham's on a homicidal maniac, it's so shitty to have to talk glowingly about someone who's so shitty,
Yeah.
or who was so shitty.
Yeah.
But there might have been no one better that big after the catch than Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
In the open field, he was
You know
was
what he
like
used to do all the time that
unhittable.
fucking pissed me off though? He would go to the sideline,
yeah.
do the stop move, go back in bounds, but like too flat of an angle.
Yeah.
And then get tackled in the middle of the field. And I'm just like, just fucking either go out or like 45 it.
Yeah.
Don't like 90-degree move almost. It was
He
got
was
like a 52%
so
slope. It
good
was like-
after the catch.
Right. No,
Like,
he was great.
open field run with that ball, just like
I also loved when he would grab the grass and make it rain, and that's my favorite.
I was listening to a
used to love
draft podcast, and they were talking about a tight end. I can't remember his name, coming out of college. That they were like, he's unbelievable after the catch, and he's like a third-round talent. I was like, please draft him. And so I was like, I don't care if he
Please
can.
draft
I don't care if he's like a black hole or
Right.
like walking through a door when it comes to blocking. I
Right.
just want him in like spread out wide.
Just go nuts. Just line out, way out past the
Yep,
hash, and
yep.
we'll do our thing.
Make a linebacker go out there and follow you, and then we'll figure it out from there.
All right, so I'm all tapped out of what the Patriots could and couldn't do because we're gonna have a lot of that to cover.
Yeah, because
for
they
the
haven't
next few
made.
months.
There's
When does
no.
the NFL season like?
March 4th or 5th, something like that.
Yeah.
Free agency is
Yeah,
open?
that's the start of the NFL season.
What, is that when free
The
agency opens?
calendar year, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like there's the night before. You
It's
start
like-
hearing a lot of the promises. Oh,
Well,
they've agreed to a
it's,
deal. They've
yeah, I
agreed
was
to
gonna
a
say it's
deal.
the first day of
Well, there's like
legal tampering.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
day
yeah.
there's
before
like that
the
legal
season.
tampering
Yeah.
window where they can like.
Yeah, so there's like the 2 day night or 2 days
yeah,
before.
where Rex Ryan can show up at your house, give you a hand job, and you can sign to the team.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, why does the hand job have to be involved?
Well, that's how Josh McDaniels came back.
If Dave shows up to give you 69, it'll be
Yeah.
sad.
No, you'll be dissatisfied, and you won't want to come to
disappointed.
New England. It's not like the Celtics pitch where they're going to bring in Tom Brady.
Tom Brady shows up to
That's cool.
69 with you, and
Yeah.
it's the best day of your life.
That's pretty cool.
That would be the happiest podcast ever recorded.
That's true. Had Tom Brady come hang out with us. Do that.
Franchise transition tag period opens February 20th, so that's when we'll find out when everyone's franchise tagged.
Yeah.
NFL scouting,
Scouting
NFL
report.
scouting, NFL scouting combine.
Good guy.
So the NFL combine is February 27th to March 5th. Franchise tag and transition tag period ends March 6th. So by the March 6th, we'll know who the rookies
Who's tagged and
who the
who aren't.
rookies you should draft are and who's franchise tag. Legal tampering period begins March 12th through 14th,
Oh,
and,
12th.
and free agency and trading begins March 14th.
There we go.
So you can't trade or sign anyone.
Right.
They'll agree to deals in principle
Right. Yeah.
between March 12th and 14th, and then everyone will be signed by.
Can we just hope?
I mean, Alex Smith was traded already.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Free agency and trading begins March 14th.
Right. Nothing's official until then.
Oh, he was just traded.
So
in
they
principle.
could right now the Kansas City Chiefs could be like, oh, never mind.
Just rip the
everyone says it's a
paper up.
bad deal.
They could pull a Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Hey,
That's
Josh
what I was just about to
McDaniels is
say.
back.
Can we hope that happens? Like we get one of those situations?
I want him. I want him on this team.
NFL draft April 26th through 28th. Got to
No, I meant like some player says they're gonna like go to a team.
Oh, yeah.
And then they decide to sign with the Patriots for less money.
Give him the old DeAndre Jordan. So yeah, I guess we could wrap up some hockey, right?
Yeah,
Let you do your hockey thing.
All right, so the Bruins.
I'm gonna hit the restroom.
I'd see how it is. This is how it always happens.
Yeah, just like you guys.
James
So-
like, oh, hockey talk.
yeah,
Bathroom
just
break.
yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah,
they're
just
playing.
stand
I
up
mean,
and
you
stand.
even said it. Like they're the hottest team right now.
Bruins are the favorite for the next Boston team to win a championship.
That's true. That happened fast.
Yeah,
You
just
look
out of
at
nowhere.
last year. 365 days ago.
Yeah,
The Bruins were
Firing
firing
their
their coach. the Celtics were emerging and taking over first seed in the East with Isaiah Thomas, the king of the fourth. And now it's like, the Celtics are kind of sputtering.
Isaiah Thomas is like coming off the bench in LA.
Coming off the bench in LA, fucking rotting away. And the Bruins are the hottest team in hockey.
Yeah.
Not that the Celtics are worse off. They have more wins right now than they did last year.
Yeah.
But
Are they? We're gonna hit the old sports talk, like those stupid black and white disagreement sports shows. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Are they peaking too soon?
See, I think
Very cliche question.
Are they blowing their load early?
You say that, but I think they're one of those teams, especially a lot of their players, like a Bergeron and like Krejci, that in years past have had issues with health, and they're finally healthy, and we're seeing what they can actually be.
How much headstanding are their goalies doing?
Playing very well.
Are they standing on their heads?
I believe the term would be or in my eyes, they still have one arm on the ground.
So it's
they're up on their head.
They need like that one arm for support.
One arm
they
for
can't
support
do, like,
right now.
Full,
they can't do the spin-a-rooney on top of their head.
They can't do like the full like breakdancing head spin. They need kind of like one arm there.
Not yet. I think they traded away Rob O'Gara and a third-round pick for Nick Holden from the Rangers. So
they got a first-round pick? Is that what you just said?
No.
What did you just say?
They traded a defenseman,
Yep.
a young defenseman,
Yep.
and a third-round pick.
Oh, they traded a third-round pick. All right.
Yep. For Nick Holden. But Nick Holden is, like, I think a rental. He's like, hey, he's not going to be back next year. Do you need him? Can he give you help on the cup run?
Yeah.
He's good. He's going to give you some help defensively. And I also hear rumors of Lucic coming back. Milan Lucic coming back.
Really?
Yeah, because he got traded from L.A. to the Oilers.
Edmonton.
And there's
struggling with that name?
Yeah, for whatever. And but now
Think about how weird it is that where is Edmonton? Canada?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's like in the middle of nowhere, Canada.
Think about how weird it is that they have a professional sports franchise, Edmonton.
Well, it's Canada.
Yeah, it's hockey.
It's hockey. You know, they can
But
get
still,
enough
it's
people
just-
come. But think about it. Like when you say that though, that's where Gretzky played his like first like X amount of years before he got traded to LA.
Yeah.
Like it's a legitimate hockey town. That
Yeah.
just
That's
since-
probably all it is a hockey town.
Well, I was gonna say, but also since he left, it kind of been like that.
Are they the Oilers?
Yeah, they're just the gaping hole. Always, like if you know how we talk about how like we're gonna send you to the Browns because we hate you.
Yeah.
Somebody gets sent to there. It's one of two things. Like, listen, we just like can't afford you, and they're willing to take on your contract, and you can still make your money and still play hockey, but you're not that good anymore.
Yeah.
Or we don't fucking want you anymore. We're gonna send you here for some actual talent.
Yeah.
But which is they've had like the first draft, like first pick in the draft. They have one of the best players in hockey right now.
Is there a hockey team in Seattle?
No.
I feel like
I don't believe
I
so.
feel like they're missing that market up there.
I don't think
those
so.
people go crazy for sports teams, and they don't have any. They have.
Well, I think
they
there's
have, they have the football team and the baseball team.
I think they have a like. If you think about it, like in retrospect of Canada in America,
Yeah.
I think there's a team right over the border. I think like Vancouver's right over the border.
Yeah, Vancouver.
So you have
is
the
right up
Canucks right there. You don't really need it. I think that's where it would be like you'd muddy it down. Where I think people from Washington actually go over the border to watch games.
Is there like a city in the United States that doesn't have a sports team that really should?
Well, I mean, at one point we had the fucking.
And I don't want another Texas team, so don't say Austin.
No, but I'm just saying, like, at one point we had the
Whalers.
We had the Whalers. We don't have them anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like Hartford can't really support a
You
team.
could, if it was good.
Yeah.
I think you would. But I think the issue is you also have Boston right up there, so it kind of eliminates some of your fan base.
Like Alabama, there's no professional sports teams in Alabama.
No, but if you think about it, there's like 4 college teams that are just like studs. Same thing with like a lot of the Carolinas too. They have
they
a
have
lot.
a Carolina team.
Yeah, but they have the Panthers up until like a couple years ago were shit.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with like
Charlotte
the
Hornets.
the Hornets, Bobcats, whatever. Like they're relevant for a year or two, and then they vanish. I mean, I'm trying to think, like even Florida teams, like they have a bunch of fucking teams in
Orlando, Miami, Tampa.
Yeah. Iowa.
Doesn't have shit.
Nope. I don't think. I'm trying to think other teams like Idaho.
Yeah, Idaho. What do you mean Idaho?
Nevada finally got one.
Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah, they're actually getting two. The Raiders are going there.
Yep. Arizona has one.
Yeah. Oh, the Dakotas.
Yeah, but there's no one in the Dakotas. That's why they can have a sports
not
team.
saying they don't have.
Dave, is there a city in the United States that doesn't have a sports team that should? And don't give me Austin.
Like a big
I don't want another Texas team.
big city that it should have a sports team.
A big city that doesn't have one.
He said, like, good point. Alabama should have like a football.
Alabama
team.
has no professional. Not even just football. Alabama has no professional sports.
Yep, but they should have a football team. Should.
I think a lot of them are Falcons fans. I think, or Saints fans. One of the two.
Yeah, probably.
I think they split.
Because if you think about it, you have Auburn, Alabama. What else is in that state?
And you're talking about four. There's four major sports.
Yeah.
So at least 28 teams in each.
Yeah.
At least 28. That's pretty tough. I mean, to find out of the 50 states that there's not a big city that doesn't have one of the four. You know what I mean? Like Seattle has the Seahawks.
Yep.
And they lost the Supersonics.
Yep.
And, you know what I mean?
They don't.
And they have the Mariners and Seahawks, but that's it.
Well, I mean, we're greedy because it's for the simple fact that we have all four.
Right.
New York has all four.
And they have like a bunch. You know what I mean? Like they have all four 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's pretty crazy.
Columbus.
The Blue Jackets.
Yep. Fuck. Nashville does. El Paso. No Texas teams. Denver, Washington, D.C., Boston, Detroit, Memphis. A lot of these places do. Vegas has one now. Baltimore, Louisville. Where is Louisville? Is that
in Louisiana?
Kentucky?
Oh, Kentucky. Oh,
Kentucky definitely doesn't.
Yeah, Kentucky doesn't have one.
Louisville could be one.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Albuquerque.
That's New Mexico.
They don't have one.
No.
They will. They got fucking the Raiders, right?
No.
Vegas.
Oh,
Nevada.
Vegas.
That's Nevada.
Yeah. I thought they were moving to Mexico City.
Well, no. Minnesota, there's the Timberwolves.
Isn't that
And the
technically-
Vikings, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question, Joe.
Like New Orleans? I think this is by population.
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm just trying to think. That's really hard.
That's a big question. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, not that I know of.
By population. This says New Orleans only has. That seems way too small. It's got to be. How many people do you think are in New Orleans?
500,000.
This is 391,495.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
That seems small to me, though.
I mean, it's a small town.
But
though.
Small town.
New Orleans has
Small city.
a football team. Is that it? Does New Orleans only? Oh, basketball team.
Basketball team.
Yeah.
They have no baseball franchise, huh?
No.
No hockey.
Atlanta.
So New Orleans has 390 something people, 390,000 people.
Yeah.
Freaking Tucson, Albuquerque, New Mexico doesn't have a sports franchise. 559,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think like they moved Phoenix. They have the Phoenix.
Louisville, 615,000 people. And Kentucky basketball fans are nuts. You trying to put an NBA team in there?
Well, it's the same thing with Indiana. But when you think about Indiana's like basketball's
Yeah, they
religion.
have the Pacers.
Yeah, but other than
I mean, they're not a good franchise.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
but you don't ever hear anything about like the Pacers moving.
The Colts are good there.
Yeah, Indy. I haven't even gotten to Indy. Or I might have passed it already because they already have a team. But this is. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's tough. I don't know. The only thing is that, like, Charleston, South Carolina
Well, they have the.
doesn't have one, but there's the Carolina Panthers play in
cover
North
both of them, I would
cover
say.
both. Yeah. And the same with the Carolina Hurricane, but there's not a like Charleston, South
Like Orlando
Carolina.
has 277,000 people in it. They have a sports franchise.
Right. Yeah,
yep.
that's true.
Untapped markets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, up until
I'm sure they probably-
up until was it this year or last year? We didn't have an LA football team.
But and I mean, like they can't put
Now we have two.
Albuquerque.
The fuck.
You're not.
They got
gonna-
like 3 baseball teams. They got 2 basketball.
You're
or,
not putting
yeah,
a
2
fucking
basketball
hockey
teams.
team in Albuquerque. You're just not. I don't want to see a hockey team in Albuquerque.
Well, it's the same thing with you have the Phoenix fucking
Coyote.
Wolves, Coyotes, whatever, and
And
they're
Suns.
fucking horrible.
Yeah, I don't think. I
But
mean,
you know who owns that franchise?
who?
The great one. Wayne Gretzky owns that franchise. Yeah. And one of your best hockey players
So he's
coming
like
out
Michael Jordan,
coming out of
too.
him. Yeah, but here's
They
the
both
thing.
can't run a team.
Yeah, but did you hear what they're gonna do with not the Bobcats, the Hornets now? Did you hear Michael fired his GM, and he might bring in what's his name that got fired from the Lakers back in the day. He was the Lakers GM that got let go when.
Oh, Jerry Buss.
No, the other guy, not Buss. His not the guy that was in not Family. He wasn't Family.
Oh, West. Jerry West.
Now Jerry West was with the Clippers now, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But there's another guy in there. They're talking about how he's another guy that like they went to college together or some shit. He might bring him in
No shit.
to be their new GM or whatever. Their front.
Hopefully, it's not the guy who makes Michael Jordan's pants.
No,
Ever seen the pants he wears?
no. But supposedly he's one of the guys that like created a lot. Like he's the one that did a lot of the trades. Like you know how obviously Jerry Buss and all them kind of
Yeah.
get the credit for it, but like
Right,
this
right.
guy was the actual guy behind the scenes making all the moves.
Oh shit.
And he got let go during that whole fight, internal family fight.
Yeah.
He got let go, so he might actually end up in
Dave, do you see what happens
the
to us
Hornets now.
when you take
Yeah.
a bathroom break? We
Because-
start talking about random cities in the United States.
I would say Hartford, Connecticut, and
I said that.
oh, did you? Well, I was in the bathroom.
No, I know. I just said, but we
and-
had the Whalers.
Yeah, the Whalers. Yeah, but we don't. There's nothing now. And Richmond, Virginia.
What about Providence?
Yeah.
You know what's weird is Providence is like hosted like WrestleMania, not
Right.
WrestleMania, but Hartford's hosted 2 WrestleManias. Fucking Providence is hosted like Royal Rumbles and shit like that. And I'm
It's
like,
just
how?
this market is such a New England market.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah, it's tough. Now, if you put something in Hartford,
I mean, it's
you
going to be tough
blow
to
the
win.
Boston, New York thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's such a great media market for them.
Oh, I think. Well, that's what I was gonna say. I think the Whalers. The reason why that doesn't work anymore, like it worked for initially because they brought in arguably the best hockey player to ever live, Gordie Howe. Mm-hmm. Brought him in at like 45, made the fucking All-Star team.
Right. Yeah.
I think if you wanted to bring the Whalers back and you wanted to make it work, you would have to like rig it so that they're the best team right away.
Or you just hope.
Like Vegas.
Hope. Well, I was gonna say hope you get it lucky like Vegas did. Where, but that's the other thing.
No,
is
don't
like,
even take that chance. If you wanted to succeed, just straight up rig it. Make it.
Fucking
give
fix
them.
it.
Give them fucking the kid from the Penguins,
Sidney
I
Crosby.
don't
Sidney
want
Crosby.
Sydney.
Give
I don't
him
want
just
Sidney Crosby.
just force
He's
the
great.
Penguins.
He's
Bruins are
great.
your team.
He's great.
The
I don't
Bruins
want
are
him.
your team. You don't get to dictate what Hartford does.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a Bruins fan.
Force the Penguins to give
Yeah.
up Sidney Crosby.
For Gordie Howe right now.
Yeah.
Gordie Howe's dead.
Who's the best? Who's the
The rights to Gordie Howe
who's
is
the
fucking
best
earned.
goalie? Who's the best goalie in the NHL
Oh,
right now?
Probably.
It used to be Quick
Yeah, that's a
from
Cool.
LA.
Cool. He's a Whaler now too, along with Sidney.
Well,
Crosby.
that would be perfect for your local. He's from fucking.
is it,
No, he's from the New Canaan.
perfect.
Connecticut.
Perfect. He's a Whaler now. Sorry,
Yeah.
whoever had Quick before, you're fucked. I don't give a fuck
The
anymore.
LA,
Fuck now.
the
No
LA
one cares
Kings.
anymore. We're rigging this thing. We're making them good right away.
Yeah.
Because if they're bad, they'll never get any fans.
Yeah.
Or
That's
you
one
just
way to
go,
do it.
or just go out and get every.
Also, that
old-
could backfire, and everyone would be like, "This is a rigged team, and we're not going to root for some
Never
blatant
gonna root for
cheating."
them. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but it's also Connecticut.
They need the frozen envelope it. That's what they need to
Yeah,
do.
get the frozen envelope, the heated envelope for
Yeah.
hockey terms.
Everything's frozen.
Because if you're out on the ice doing it, like, oh, let's see.
They don't do it on the ice.
Who
Come
fuck,
on.
obviously
Hockey
not.
does
I was
everything
kidding.
on the ice.
Fuck off.
Wait, they don't?
Jesus Christ. No, of course they do.
They raise Zambonis.
No, they
for
do it right on the ice. They do it the national
That's
ice.
how they determine. That's how they
Draft picks.
Draft picks.
All 30
Every
teams.
team has a Zamboni.
Right down
They
there.
just go to like one of the Great Lakes during the winter when it's frozen over. Back when they used to like bootleg, that's how they used to bootleg in Chicago.
Yeah,
go
yeah.
over the frozen lakes. They just literally just set up 30 line, or I think it's 31. There's 31 teams.
And then
odd
NHL
amount of
runs- yeah,
teams.
yeah,
They need to fix that right now. Put a team in Albuquerque. I changed my mind.
Hartford?
No, Hartford.
Hartford.
Kentucky. What's the team? Kentucky, Louisville.
Yeah, don't do Midwest fucking hockey anymore.
No, if you're gonna do a hockey team,
It's got to be a northern thing.
Newfoundland. How about that?
There you go. Newfoundland.
There you go.
that's way fucking out there, man.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Oh, if you're gonna do a hockey team,
Bangor.
Alaska.
Bangor, Maine. Alaska would be dope. That'd be dope.
They don't have any professional teams.
No,
That's the biggest city. That's it. Alaska.
Yep.
Aaron wins. That's it. Nice job.
I was thinking that, but I was like, no. Why would you send
It's a
any
US
team
city.
there?
It's a U.S. city.
Hey, I can dig it for a hockey team. Alaska.
Fuck it.
Yep.
Can't
pro,
be-
Call them the Eskimos.
Get fucking pro curling
They,
team going up there.
they don't like that term anymore.
Oh, come on. They're
It's not
indigenous.
politically correct.
What is it called then?
I don't know.
They're indigenous natives.
Seal blubber eaters.
The Seal Clubbers.
That might be
the
wild.
Seal Clubbers.
That might be wildly more offensive than Eskimo. To
Then
be honest with
Eskimos,
you.
yeah, that's true.
But that's what you get for. I was trying to be politically correct, and now you're the seal blubber eaters.
Wow, Jesus Christ. You guys are something else. Well, if you guys want to plug your shit, go nuts. It's that time.
I have a
It
new
is that
show.
time.
Oh, I thought you were hitting the State of the Network
Nope,
drop.
go ahead. Nope.
I put out a new podcast, or I put out a podcast.
Jeez, you
I'm-
really are.
Listen, I'm noodle brain
Spaghetti
today.
brain,
Yeah.
Fucking
He's
I
got us
did-
talking about fucking different cities that
Yeah.
deserve teams and shit.
I did
Like,
a review of Bruno Mars' 24 Karat Magic. Set the record straight. Go listen to that.
I listened to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you agree with my assessment?
I
Have you heard that album?
you know what's funny is
Have you heard
I
it on vinyl?
no, I've not heard it.
Not
on
only have you
vinyl.
heard that
Fuck
album,
it.
have you heard it on vinyl?
No, I've not heard it on vinyl. It's not my favorite record by him.
Did you know
It's not my favorite record by him either.
that's a serial killer take? by
No,
Bruno.
his first one.
It's
His first one was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
neither of
Yeah, I didn't know you felt that way, but yeah, no, definitely. His first one's definitely better. 24 Karat Magic
It's
is
in my
dope.
car right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's 24
As much as you
Karat
guys
Magic
make
is dope.
fun of me for listening to
Listen.
Death Row, that's in my car right now.
It's buried under like 10 copies of
Of-
Inches of Blood. or
Yeah,
whatever.
at 45 inches of blood.
It's fucking 3.
27 millimeters of excrement.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
You
There's
reviewed
more
it.
filler, I think, on those albums than on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think like the best
Don't get me wrong. Bruno has
yet to
all
let
his
you down.
albums are really
He
good.
will never Dave 69 you.
No. It's never a sad day when you
It'll
listen.
never happen. I actually, Doo-Wops and Hooligans.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
the-
really good
Yeah,
album.
that's a
That's
really
the
good
one.
one. That's
That's
the
got
one.
the Lazy song and Grenade, yep.
Yeah.
I think
from-
it just has a lot of has more filler on
See,
it.
I think the difference is when I'm listening to Bruno Mars, like a lot of his stuff, like the Uptown Funk and stuff, like a lot of that, there are some serious, like a little bit better, like not as upbeat songs. But I think Bruno Mars, though, lack of a better word, I think fun.
There is no more fun album than 24 Karat Magic.
See,
it is literally
but
the
I've
epitome
always-
of fun.
But I've listened to some of those songs.
He
and then-
bottled the essence
but
of fun and pressed it into a vinyl.
I just didn't. I just some of them. I've
He hasn't even released the best song on the album yet.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna say. I forget the name of it, but I know what you're talking
He
about.
hasn't even released it as a song, like as a single.
Right. I think I forget the name of the song.
I've never heard an album where probably 8 out of the 9 tracks could be a single.
Oh yeah.
Well, probably 7.
Dude, Count on Me, Marry You, Talking to the Moon, The Lazy Song, Grenade, and Just the Way You Are is pretty tough.
Yeah,
it's
and
a
he
good-
even
those are
there's
sick,
deep cuts on
yeah.
that album that are good. Is Caroline on that or
That might be on that
you know
one
what I'm
too.
talking about? I don't think it's Caroline, is it? Na,
Um,
na, na, she ran away with all of my money.
I can't remember the name of that
Natalie.
song. Natalie.
But anyway,
That's a deep cut on that album. That's good. That's a good song.
I liked your review. I just politely have a different opinion. That's all.
Yeah, you just have a wrong opinion.
Okay.
It's all right.
It's just, you're just fucking wrong.
There's just certain things that when I put it on, I'm just fucking. I feel like that album, the one that Dave and I think is the best album.
That's a tough one to beat.
I put it on and I like almost the whole record, even like Grenade, like some of that's like it's sad. Like when you think about in retrospect, like what the lyrics say and stuff, it's kind of sad. But like at the same time, like I listened to that album, I don't think I stopped smiling.
See, I feel like
24 Karat Magic, I do agree,
there
is
might
more
be
fun. It's
I
more
think
upbeat.
there might be 6 songs on 24 Karat Magic that are better than Grenade.
See, that's tough.
There might be.
You're reaching.
No, I don't think I am.
You're reaching, dog.
There-
I think it's a good
let
album.
me
I don't think
rephrase
it's
it. Let me
that
rephrase it. There might be 6 songs on 24 Karat Magic that I like better than Grenade.
I'll tell you what, Doo-Wops and Hooligans is... Oh, I'm sorry. Unorthodox Jukebox is the worst of the 3.
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
But Unorthodox Jukebox has some
It's not
fucking
bad.
jams
It's not-
on it.
it's not bad.
What's
to me,
on that?
I go, that's got Locked Out of Heaven, When I Was Your Man, which is...
that's
super
that's
knock.
so good.
That is the super jam right there.
Locked Out of
Treasure,
Heaven,
Gorilla, and
Treasure
Young
is a
Girls.
fucking Michael Jackson song
Right.
that just was like, fell into Bruno Mars' lap, apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
Gorilla and Young Girls. That's like the top 5.
That song is great. That might have Natalie on it.
I think that is the Natalie one.
Yeah.
I think you're right about
But yeah, so
Young Girls, that's a fucking jam
that's
too.
another good song too. Yeah,
Gorilla
no, I'm saying like
goes
there's
nuts.
There's really-
Natalie's on
he
Unorthodox.
does a lot of good music. Let's
There's
just
really-
say this:
Locked Out of
Bruno
Heaven-
Mars is a good. He's a very
Ba- ba-
talented
ba-
human
ba-
being.
fucking head bob on that was so legit.
There's
Like so much.
Locked Out of
movement.
Heaven is a jam.
Yeah,
That's
that
really
But you're
was-
right. That
was-
probably is. That's nuts. That album has that many good songs on it. And it's probably his
third.
worst. It's probably his worst one.
Yeah.
See, I might like that record more.
Then 24 Karat Magic.
Yeah.
I don't think you've given 24 Karat Magic a fair
You got
shot.
to give that a listen.
No, I'm not saying
Listen,
I've
I
listened
might
to it over and over again
I
on
might agree
fucking
with
vinyl like
I'm
Joe
mad,
over
I'm
here.
mad that it's 2 years old already.
I
That's
might
what
have
bugs me.
I might have agreed with you on first assessment of that album
Yeah.
because there are 2 songs I've completely changed my opinion on that
Yep.
album.
Are you talking about Versace on the Floor? Is that the one that you're saying
No,
is the
I
highest
did
single?
do a glowing review of Versace on the Floor.
Which
though.
one? Which song were you
Chunky.
talking about? Oh, Chunky.
Chunky is a fucking jam. It might be one of my favorite songs of the last 2 years.
I'm gonna download it right now. I'm gonna listen to it on my way home.
Chunky is a fucking earworm. It's amazing. It is I think it's better than
Earworm. I haven't heard that reference in a long
it's
time.
better than 24 Karat Magic. It's definitely my favorite song of
I
that
don't
album.
love the song 24 Karat Magic. I
Oh,
think that's the
really?
worst single.
I listened to it about 30 times when it came out.
Yeah, I mean,
in a row.
it's catchy. I think that was his worst single.
This is what's crazy. So 24 Karat Magic hit single.
Yeah.
Then he releases
What was it? That's What I Like?
That's What I Like.
Yeah.
Huge hit.
Yeah.
Then he releases Finesse.
Finesse, right.
Huge
yeah,
hit.
Yeah.
He could my guess is he probably goes Versace on the Floor next because it's different than those other 3.
Yeah. But Chunky could be the move.
If Chunky is technically the 5th single on
That's
this
nice.
album,
Yeah, that'd
it's
be nice.
insane because it's the best song on the album. In my opinion, it's the best song on the album.
That's true.
Then he does a huge tribute to fucking James Brown and
I'm gonna re-download that album.
It's
I've listened,
such a
I
good
listened to
album.
it. I can't believe it came out fucking 2 years ago, dog. That's not
such a good album. But if you want to listen to me pretty much blow Bruno Mars for half an hour,
more than we're doing right now.
yeah, even it's way worse than what we're doing right now. You can literally hear me unbutton his pants and zip and all of the
You just hear Joe just
all
going.
of the sexual
You
noises.
hear that? Did you hear that?
So if you want to hear that, I put out a podcast that has all of those things in it.
It
And
was
I give it a you can hear
glowing
my-
review.
You can give my
I
glowing
like,
review
I
and
like
my
Straight
rating.
Up and Down, too.
Straight Up and Down's fucking the thing that's
That
crazy
is
about
actually
Straight Up
good.
and Down. It's a fucking filler song. It's
Oh, yeah,
without
it
a doubt a
is.
filler
Yeah,
song
yeah,
on that
yeah,
album.
yeah.
It's probably a hit on anyone else's album.
Grenade just the way
Calling
you
All My Lovelies has the bridge to End All Bridges in it, and it's probably like one of the worst songs on the album, and it's still fucking good. It's still good. The bridge is one of the most masterfully written bridges I've ever heard in my life.
I like the Liquor Store Blues on Doo-Wop and Hooligans too.
Doo-Wop
With
and
Damian
Hooligans is a
Marley.
good album.
Yeah, that's just dope.
Bruno Mars is that guy.
I want to run.
So he'll probably go down as like the guy from like our like not youth, but like our us hitting our prime years.
Yeah.
Listening to his music and going like 30 years from now, being like,
There are a couple guys who
he's
have just,
Michael
like,
Jackson
There
to
are a couple
our
guys that
generation.
have just like really solid discographies,
Yeah.
like front to back, like that don't have like. I think Miguel is one of those guys who has like a solid discography all the way through.
Yeah, I don't give him enough credit.
And
Who?
Miguel.
You ever heard Miguel? What is the name of that fucking song? He has a song that's like
Don't try it with me. I have no idea.
straight up like.
This does nothing for the listeners.
Right.
I'm just going to point at my face. This face doesn't care.
Miguel has a song that's like bona fide a classic song. Like it's gonna be played for a long time.
Forever.
Nice.
That's the thing when people are like, "Oh man, I can't wait till when I'm old and the oldies are going to be nothing but rap music." It's like, no, there's still people like Bruno Mars that's going to be the soft contemporary rock pop music. You know what I mean? It's going to be the same fucking thing.
Yeah, and horrible fucking, 90s over and over again. Fucking 90s.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh my god, if I have to hear...
Maybe that's why you didn't like this Bruno Mars album, because it's a lot of like retro 90-ish, like
Yeah.
See, I'm a retro
80s
80s guy.
80s and 90s. Well, Versace on the Floor is about as 80s as it gets. In
I remember there was like one song that I think I listened to, and you were like, "Yeah," and you're talking about it like, and you're like, "The beat's like so fucking 90s," and I'm like, "Yeah." It sounds like every like 90s R&B
It might
song.
be Finesse.
crazy.
Finesse
It's
straight up sounds like Belle Biv DeVoe's Poison. Like it's like it's like the exact same song almost.
Yeah.
But I did
25 years
I did
ago.
I did enjoy your podcast.
Well, now I don't care what you think because you disagree with me. So
What do you got? What do you got coming up this week?
I will also be putting out a podcast.
Nice.
WECP. We'll be talking about the upcoming what is it? The Chamber of Secrets. There, the fucking elimination chamber. Which they kind of did an awesome thing on Raw.
Oh, the gauntlet match?
Yeah, but then here's the thing, though. Like, all those guys are involved in your fucking...
Yeah, they're all in.
Yeah, like, so what do you... Why?
I think
like, if the chamber's not as good as that,
right,
you're wasting our time.
I think the winner gets to...
Yeah, gets to face fucking Brock at WrestleMania.
No, the winner of the Elimination Chamber does.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I think the winner of the gauntlet match got to choose where
they
comes
pick.
out. Right?
Yeah, where they get to come out.
I
yeah.
think.
Which, the guy that everybody makes fun of, fucking Cena, comes out and says, yeah, it's the hardest match to win. Mm-hmm. And then Michael Cole comes on, he's like, yeah, he's also won from the first and sixth spot. And it's like...
Right, yeah, so what's it matter?
How is it the hardest match if you've won it twice?
Right.
It should be the hardest match because you've never fucking won it, not if you've won it twice.
Have you guys seen Black Panther?
Yes, I saw it on Saturday.
you did see
Do you know if Jerry saw it? Are you guys going to talk about Black Panther?
I have no clue. I haven't talked to Jerry. He got engaged and he's all about wifey.
Wifey life.
Are you going to... I just wanted to know if you're going to...
He's probably planning his wedding.
Are they getting married in Wakanda?
Yeah, they might. Or he at least will be wearing, like... You know what he'll be wearing? Because he'll do it. I know he will. I'll just keep harassing him about it. He'll just dress up as Gambit at his own wedding.
Victor Oladipo dunked with the Black Panther mask on from the guy who played Black Panther.
Yeah, because he was in the crowd.
Right, yeah.
Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah. Yeah, he handed him the Black Panther mask and he took it and wore it and
How
dunked with the
cool
mask
is Michael
on.
B. Jordan? Is he the coolest?
Oh, you got to tune in. You got to tune in on Sunday.
Listen, I didn't ask about him in fucking Black Panther. I was just
No,
in
not at
general.
all. Not at all. I'm talking about
I
in
think
general.
we got a hot take on Michael B. Jordan.
Like Michael B. Jordan?
He's on the list. That's unbelievable.
No, I watched Creed today. I loved it.
Yeah.
I love
Michael
Creed.
B. Jordan fucking kills it in everything.
He plays the same fucking person and everything. That's my
So
problem.
Denzel Washington be the man.
Denzel's much better.
I know. Is Denzel Washington top 10 actor of our lifetime?
I would say so.
Didn't we have this
We
argument?
did. I didn't have it with him. Top 10?
Top 10 of our lifetime.
in like purely acting chops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
said
he
like from
is.
95 to now.
He is.
Yeah.
Training Day almost puts him there.
Right, alone.
John
Yeah.
Q. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, you've never gotten that argument
No,
from me.
I dig it. I just want to tell him.
I
he's
just
not
said
tough.
like it's.
Is that an MJ take?
It's an MJ take.
Oh, it's the serial
He
killer
says
take.
he's barely top 20.
What?
Right.
Who would he put above him?
He did have a wild list. He did do a good job putting the list together, but I just disagree. I think Denzel's top 10, top 5. He's in my top 3.
You know what's
So,
wild?
Where's
He's,
Leo?
he's my personal favorite. Leo's on the 3. The 3 are interchangeable. I go Leo, Denzel, Tom Hanks.
It's a good list.
And they're you could fight me like 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1.
Leo's
whatever.
definitely on mine.
I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? But yeah, sure,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean?
I'd have to really
Denzel's
sit
my
down and think
personal
about it. I just
preference.
think he's in the top 10.
Yeah. Denzel's my personal favorite of my lifetime. I love all of his movies. I don't think he did anything bad. I just bought some weird movie like Rudy B. Israel.
I've heard of this.
Yeah, where he's like an autistic lawyer, a social justice lawyer, and
Equalizer 2 is coming.
Equalizer 2's coming out. That looks dope. He did a really good job with Equalizer 1.
He has one of my favorite movies of all time, Man on Fire.
Man on Fire.
It's just incredible all the
It's
way
a really
through.
good movie. Yeah, Denzel's that guy.
No, you're not gonna get me to.
Yeah.
I saw him.
There are a
I
lot
saw
of
him.
actors.
I've seen him in person. He seems like a nice person.
Your thing about Michael B. Jordan, there are a lot of actors who play pretty much the same role in every movie.
Yes. Yeah.
I would say that the dude who plays the Punisher plays the exact same role in every movie.
Yeah. That's why it takes me out of it a little bit with the Punisher.
He's just Shane from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. No,
No matter,
that's what I'm saying.
No matter what, he's Shane from The Walking Dead.
He was in like some mobster show or movie.
He was in Baby Driver.
Yeah.
And he plays Shane from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, no, I totally don't disagree with you. I just think Michael B. Jordan, for as much praise as he gets,
I don't know. Have you ever seen Fruitvale Station? He was really good in Fruitvale Station.
I have not seen that.
That's about the dude who gets shot. Like it's like a black guy and the like security guard.
Oh my
shoot him or
god, he's
whatever.
black?
Yes, he plays the guy who gets shot. But it's
Sad statement on.
it's one of the saddest shows of all time.
Yeah. That's tough.
Dave 69.
But
Can we end this?
no,
now?
I mean I'm definitely gonna do a review of it. If whether Jerry's seen it or not, that's on him.
I'm looking forward to
There's like
this.
so much shade thrown there, and like I don't know. I haven't talked to him whether he sees it or not. Or really, it's just like so much. The shade tree.
No,
is
it's just
so
like-
thin.
Have you heard about the Black Panther Rotten Tomato score? Like
Nah.
people, super racist people are like.
Oh,
tanking the
that's
score.
fucking stupid. It's a
It has
good
like a
movie.
98% Rotten Tomatoes from the critics, and then like the viewer score is like tanked down to like a 71 because a bunch of people are posting like 0% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes,
score.
because the same people, and I'm not.
They're racist.
I'm not
They're
putting.
racist people.
Yeah, but I'm not putting. This is I'm not putting my preface it beforehand. I'm not putting my mom in the same boat as a racist. But the first thing she said to me is, no.
wild preface.
But
That's like a. I don't mean this to be a racist joke, but you
Right.
start with that sentence.
no. But the first thing she said to me was, do you believe all this news about this movie? I'm like, what movie? And she's like, the Black Panther movie. It's all about just black people. I'm like, it's fucking Africa, Mom. What did you think it was going to be? If it's only white people in the movie, they're fucking making it wrong. Like,
Right, yeah.
it's about a tribe,
can you
a country in Africa.
the source.
Can you
the
imagine
source
a
material-
whitewashed Black Panther movie? Like,
that would be amazing.
Oh, like the Great Wall,
yes,
where Matt Damon plays an Asian person.
yeah, that's a weird thing.
But no, my point is, you'll have to listen to hear my review.
Yeah, absolutely. Tune in. I'm actually pumped to hear that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be like, fuck it. I'm not gonna keep throwing shade. I'll just let it go. Let's let it go.
Do you have anything to plug, Dave?
I do. Sunday, Kevin and I from the 4-Star Sports Bar Review podcast, we're going to be going to Fistful of Jokes. I mentioned this a long time ago, like a month ago.
So it's finally happening, huh?
It's happening this Sunday. We'll be up there. Jerry Morgan's little studio set up or whatever he's got. We'll be up there Sunday. It'll probably be around like noonish or so. We're going to go live. I'll put it on the B.S.N. network thing.
Nice.
And all that. So Kevin and I will be up there. Fistful of Jokes. Check out that stuff. That guy's always got really funny, cool podcast guests on and stuff. So he's going to be disappointed by our presence, I'm sure. But no, he does a great show.
You gonna give him just the tip?
Just
to see how it feels?
Give him 69. See what he says. I guess we'll let him be the judge. So
You want to know what always bugged me out about Leonardo DiCaprio? Is he went all that time without winning an Academy Award,
Yeah.
right? Then have you ever seen The Revenant?
yeah.
He won the Academy Award for that. He doesn't fucking say anything in the whole movie. And he wins the Academy Award for that movie. Amazing. It's dumb.
It's true. You got to sleep with a bear.
He should have won with Shutter Island.
Yes. I agree.